Right. So. Okay. I'm walking here. Did I get the right voice? If I got in the right voice, I need to fucking... I can't tell. Well, I suppose we fucking do it. Let's go. Why am I... Eyes... Something I need to fix. Something I definitely need to fix. Fucking... My headset looks so fucking blurry. Interesting. Well, it's nothing I haven't dealt with before. Righty, righty. I'm walking here. Alright. Let's see here. Morning.
Not to bother you in the process.
Hey, Red.
Good morning.
Hey.
Oh, I cannot even look in the direction of red. I think this is my allowance of vision for this evening. I will not be moving from this spot.
It happens. Probably the Fae playing tricks on our minds again. It happens from time to time, unfortunately.
I don't have a mind, so they must be messing with my mana.
That is slightly more worrisome, actually. Because what, man is like some sort of like soul thing, right? So...
No, mana is difficult to explain.
It goes into a whole deep conversation that I don't think you're ready for right now, Red. Respectfully.
It's one of those conversations then, huh? I understand. Never was a spiritualistic type
Mana,
myself.
Chi and the like, it's a whole conversation about spirituality as well as the mystical forces of the weave that go deeper than most people were willing to explore.
Yeah, that makes sense. Fair. So yeah, a question. Anything interesting happened today? Anything I should be aware of? Or just in general, anything fun happened? I was working all night on making sure the carapace for the prosthesis was perfect on the outside. So I was kind of locked in the here for most of the day.
Fairy King, someone named Fairy King Oberon showed up and sent everybody on a scavenger hunt to get weird things to make a Fae axe, which Papa Vincent is making.
Papa? Ah, you're a father now, are you, Vincent? Congratulations.
I'm way too tired to accept these emotions I'm feeling right now. Yes. I'm gonna talk to you in a moment. Yes.
It's understandable. But it's good to know. So Oberon's back, huh?
The Fae axe, actually, I have crafted right there. I spent all night on it. I worked together with the others to make it, and I'm finishing up a halberd now. For the winged one, the name's in my head.
One of them. There's many. The winged, correct? There's many of those around here. So.
Is his name Pip? Was it?
Ah, Pip.
Did I get that right?
Yeah, Pip. Small kobold. Nice looking wings and armor he has.
Mm-hmm. He wanted to know what kind of weapon he should have, considering all he has is a stick with some blades on it, so I thought a halberd would work well for him, so I'm making sure it's finally tuned down for his weight and size.
did his Lucerne finally give out on him?
I am not
I'm
sure.
walking in.
He was the one asking about it, so who am I to reject it?
Well. Suppose.
Your
Fair.
legs are actually moving.
Ah,
Good to see.
besides that, I suppose, besides Oberon coming back, the fucking tricksy bastard that he is, anything else that, any big orders that we need the entire Forge team to smack together? Anything else?
So far, other than the axe, not really. The halberd is a thing, but it's just a cast or two away, and I'm just making sure it's finally tuned down. I took care of it. We had to deal with the vibrating lemons, some vines, and some weird glass. But with the alchemist, I was able to get everything taken apart and then crafted together, which, as you can see, now looks like gold rather than lemon pieces and shavings. But it's the Fae. It's how they do their work.
More Fae trickery with lemons. At least they didn't kill somebody this time. I think.
I'm going to continue to hope that they don't do that. At least not
I'm talking
around
about the
here.
lemons, not the Fae this time around. Unfortunately.
Well, that's why I had an alchemist
Morning.
work with it. Good morning.
Morning, Anton?
Apologies, I cannot look toward you for anything in that direction or that direction, and back kills me.
Have you thought of tuning down your
I already
resolute
have.
view? Well, that's a damn shame.
I know, right?
Look at the face sickness came back. It's unfortunate.
A shame, really.
Oh. How's
Have you
that
ever seen a
grindstone
Fae
doing?
axe before? Oh, it's working fucking
Hey.
fantastic, actually. This fucking halberd blade looks fucking beautiful thanks to it.
Actually, wait. We got a grindstone? Where'd y'all install it? I was preoccupied yesterday.
Right there.
Right there? Take a look.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, excuse me.
Works fantastic. I've been putting it to use already. Does well, I'll admit. Spins up fast as hell.
I'm glad that helped.
Of course, thank you very much. You don't mind the assistance.
Well, thank you for your body.
Maybe you should lay down for a nap.
Yes. This will
And
do
maybe
quite
you
nicely.
should just
As a matter of fact,
mind your business.
This is fucking amazing. Thank you,
Well,
Anton.
fitting attitude.
This will be
A
fucking.
little bit. It is very.
This will help me a lot. This will help us a
Technically,
lot.
I
It's
did fall
fucking
asleep at some
amazing,
point. I'm just
actually.
not exactly sure
You
when.
no longer need to
Of course. Again.
just do it manually.
Right. Well, again, thank Lucky. It's their body.
Right. Good point. Thank you, Luki, or however you pronounce the name, for
yes, but
donating a
how's
piece
the
of your
axe
body
looking?
for this grindstone. This
Made
is
from
gonna
all the miscellaneous bullshit we gathered yesterday.
Oh,
be a.
Well,
It'd be a great help if
I
that
had
halberd's anything to go
recrafted
by.
about 5 different times throughout the night. Due to the fact that you had to place the pieces just right, although now, instead of it looking like vines wrapped around a piece of shitty glass with a bunch of lemon shavings here and there and some fluids here and there, it actually looks like gold pieces in a fine handle. It vibrates when you're holding it.
Is that what you were
It's all
smacking
about
all
crafting
last
the right
night?
things in the right pieces.
No, I get it.
Yes, it
Vibrating
was.
lemon. That vibrating lemon. That was still going down this thing.
I had to have the
Quite easy
alchemist take it
craftsmanship,
apart
to
into
be
3
sure.
pieces. Then
Oh yeah.
you drill little holes here and there, basically making your own little divots into the glass. Put the fluids in there, cover them up. You use the shavings as a bit of a holder there for the vines, and then you use the innard parts inside of the handle, and it all fluidly floods together, making the lemons look like gold and the blade of the axe look like a green emerald.
Very well done. Thank you.
Very well.
Switching to another
Working
map.
with the finely tuned things.
Join the
is-
other group.
Oh, switching to another map.
Oh, well, God's
Oh.
be fucking
Maybe it's
damned.
going to save my eyes.
Is it 1.1 or first pass?
Good question.
It's
I
a-
think
We're in
it's first pass.
1.1.
First pass? Okay.
We're in 1.1 right now, so
Yeah.
oh my god, why is it so fast? What the fuck? Where am I? All right, changing the app first couple of minutes. Okay, interesting. Where am I? Speed. Oh shit. No. I'm now significantly slower. Good.
But this ends up fixing my issue. We are the first ones here, though, which kind of makes me a little worried.
I mean, I would assume it probably just took them a while to. Okay. I can't keep talking like that. Ow. I assume we were just the first ones told. To be honest.
Yeah. I just wish they would fix the floor at the dock. I just wish they would fix it.
Listen, I don't think you understand me walking in and trying to get up the stairs to the fucking blacksmith area. All my
How are you gonna
brains
do that?
fucking.
How are you gonna just pop a vixen me like that, or pop a Vic like that? How?
Look,
I swear.
they have their legs.
I swear. They do.
Alright.
They do.
Jump
They
back
have
in.
legs.
Oh my.
Time to test this bad boy out.
No.
Oh, yeah, for you. We live.
Yeah, I see no difference whatsoever.
Oh, no, really?
No. That's not a bad thing, by the way.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure the only reason my headset's stuttering is because it needs to be updated. Right. So, what the fuck were we talking about?
Right. Fax.
Fayax.
Right, Fayax. The facts. I understand. To be honest,
That's a dumb
I
word,
understood about only
fax.
Never say that
basically
again.
nothing of what you said about how you forged that axe. Like, I understood basically nothing of that.
Well, crafting Fae equipment is either using very delicate materials to the point of where I can't even use stone or metal. I have to use basically leather and like little fake mallets. Or you use inaccurate materials, vibrating lemons, scorching tomatoes, things of that nature, and then you have to find a way to practically use the resources given to craft the tool in the way they want it, and then when you do it, the magics alone finish everything else for you. It's just the art of making sure things are in the right places, which is...
It's a very
fun.
complicated puzzle. Very complicated puzzle. It's a Fae puzzle.
So it's a puzzle that I assume has a very large chance of going wrong if you mess up even once, just like everything else with the Fae.
It does. My hands are not feeling well because of it.
Hello, and he's gone. Okay. Yeah, that was the duck. Don't mind him. He's fine. Goose. It's a bird.
Behind me now, so maybe the problem has been adjusted.
Don't worry, he saved Alexander's
Correct.
life. He's pretty cool in my book, in that case. So,
Oh, okay then. Oh, we should also get more of those vibrating lemons. I gave some of the seeds that were from inside to O'Brien. So now we will have vibe lemons, as they're being dubbed, which are the most sour and tart lemons, apparently. Just by the smell alone, are enough to make your lips and asshole pucker.
damn, it's pretty sour.
Right choice, please.
Yes, fair.
Well,
It just-
hey. You should know swears, but understand that they are not good to say and not respectful.
Ah,
It's okay. You're fine.
shoot.
Just try to be
Apologies.
careful at least.
Of course.
You're fine. Don't worry about it. It's okay. Just need to learn
But
to
yes,
adapt.
regardless. Well, we'll have those lemons as well. But other than that, we'll try to open up that door and get outside the town into the forest.
You
Which
found
will be
the
good
gate
for
to the
me
forest?
it's the big tree, the big weird magic tree up there.
That
It's,
one.
like in the tree, I think. Yeah.
Kind of disconcerting. I mean, I talked to the damn thing and
Oh,
kind of screamed in agony for a little bit there. Or was it frustration? I don't know. I couldn't really tell, to be honest.
Well, to get out will be nice for both of us, as I need stone to work on, you need materials to work on.
Speaking of
So,
materials,
for both of us.
we did actually. Speaking of materials, I don't know if you were here. I think you were here for it, but we received a box full of materials.
Something left over from before?
I started smelting some of the first things
I
into
think they
bars.
found it in the waters.
They did.
There was a bit of rust and things of that nature, but I went ahead and spent the time trying to de-rust them, so
Aye.
we have a majority of
nice.
everything saved. And I have all of the crystals that we were able to leave behind or find, all powered. So earth, fire,
That's
wind, and water. They're all charged and ready.
I do
good.
believe at this point in time we probably have full access to the crate of supplies that we got. All they all have been cleared impurities. Me and a couple others, when we first got the box, worked toward clearing most of it, or at least what we could in time frame. So I believe with your help, we now have all access to it. So that's pretty good.
Oh yeah.
Just hope we
They're
can.
also going to be.
Elements reminded me of something that I know I should not speak of.
Oh, understood.
How may
we help you?
Simply observing. Also,
Well, I
he's
just
a
saw all
crafter.
the crafters people, so I didn't. I know you kept talking about getting
Oh,
crafters together. So.
who's picking up the axe? Who's
at some
taking
point.
this?
Well,
Yeah,
apparently
dragging
it's
my
not
feet on
going
that.
to. Well, I've been told that it's not quite going to be ready.
Well,
So-
we're slowly working on
I was
making it
told it would
outside
only
the
take a
town.
day. Is it supposed to take longer?
Well, yes.
Get out into the
Well,
forest.
no, as in, like,
so
it won't take
with
me
this
today, it'll be
magical
tomorrow,
axe.
so...
That should make it easier.
Is today not
Well,
tomorrow
That's
since
the
when they got it?
priority. I can't get any new leathers until we can get them to the forest.
Okay, it's
I
a long
can't get
story,
into any
but
stones,
I
you can't
don't,
get
I
into any
don't
more
know. I mean, I don't
additional
want to be
ore.
saying
Okay,
people
so
how
is
they
it
should make their
tomorrow or is
access.
it tomorrow?
It's going to be tomorrow.
The town
So,
never makes
Tomorrow.
it easy.
It's
for
going
us
to be tomorrow. I don't
Gotta
know
add
what
the
kind
inflection.
of. What do you mean by tomorrow
What's
or
that?
tomorrow?
You gotta add the
What-
inflection,
what
where
do you
basically you're
mean?
saying you don't actually know it's gonna be
I hope
tomorrow,
you are,
like the actual
doing
tomorrow,
well this
and
morning.
it's just gonna be some indeterminate time in the future.
I had a little work for Mr. Red when he has time. Is
Sorry,
everyone busy
are
with
we
things
talking
right
about
now?
Valve time here?
Yes.
They are trying to work out the axe stuff, but he should be.
Right,
able to
I
use
see.
them
I
on
think
time.
it's Valve time. I
Mhm.
think
Okay.
it's Valve
Did
time
we get
tomorrow.
the
Ah,
first
right.
and all of that stuff?
That's
we're
what they're
working on
talking
it.
about
Mhm.
right now, actually.
Yes,
But
well,
it
Oh,
needs,
oh,
it,
badass.
it
Finishing
needs to
touches.
rest until the next day.
yes, because
Okay.
the axe needs a nice snooze. It doesn't want to wake up too early in the morning. You need
So
to
that's
press
your
the
dead
snooze
wife?
alarm a few times. Huh?
Your dead wife?
Yes, the axe made
Oh,
of
yes.
dead life.
Yes, the axe was made out of my dead wife. And also,
Yes.
I do have a reputation of chopping down
Ghost stuff.
trees, so,
Mm-hmm.
Oh my goodness.
yes.
Well,
It's
if
Wrath.
that's the case, can I get Mr. Red for just a minute?
I'm currently
well,
free
that-
right now,
Of course, I mean,
to be honest. So, I'm also Anton. I do want to talk to you
mean,
about
I-
something at some point.
Good morning.
so what the...
Hi, Aso. That is a reptile. Yes, what do you need, Nota?
It's nothing too big, but I've got
Oh,
a
it's not
dress
actually
that
dead
I
life,
had
it's
made.
some kind
The
of
only problem is that it
joke
has
thing
these
that I
metal
did.
spines
Yes,
on the
that axe
inside
is
of
made
it
out
for
of
making
my
the
dead
dress
wife.
poofy.
And the
And I
vibrating-
wanted you to take the iron
no,
strips
it's not.
out that was
It's not.
making it poofy, and then you could use the
It
iron
is.
for whatever,
It
and then
is.
maybe
It's not.
replace it with
It's
something
not.
that's not
is.
iron but
It's
could still keep the
exactly-
shape.
With the flower.
Okay, so what you're saying
Yes,
is you want me
exactly,
to
and that-
basically
and
just
that
take out,
was
you want me to take
closest
out the
that
frame
I've ever
itself,
known true
right?
love.
You know, that actually gives it a shape, just the entire thing, because it's made of iron. That's what I'm hearing, correct?
Yes. And then you've got
I'm
some
not
extra
going
iron, and I can
to
take
lie to
something
you,
else off of
Netta.
you.
I am no
don't
seamstress or seamster for
I
that
do not
matter.
either. You
Chances
didn't get
are,
married to her.
unless
She
I
wasn't your
have
wife.
assistance from
She
an
was a
actual
flower that you had
practitioner,
feelings for.
I may just destroy the
wasn't-
dress,
reason.
It
taking
wasn't
out
me
the
who
cage in
said
the
that it was my
process.
wife. So
Oh.
therefore, by other people's
Oh, okay.
information,
Well, then, maybe I can get Miss
not your
Miss Fox
wife.
to come over and help with that?
Oh,
Because she
I don't know
does,
how I
like,
mean to say
seamstress
this to you.
things, I think.
Listen, no.
Fine,
No,
if that's the
Start
case-
slow.
One moment.
Let it happen.
Alright then.
Or...
but it still had a vibrating
Hmm.
lemon built into the axe. That much is not up to debate. You have to include the vibrating lemon. It is critical.
I did.
In the
It's all coming
equation.
together right now.
Right.
Why did
So,
you say
I was-
that there was
if
a
you
vibrat-
could bring
I
the
never said it
seamstress
wasn't
Miss
a
Fox, you
vibrating
said,
lemon. I said it wasn't your dead wife.
to over
Yeah.
here with
Oh,
the
no, the
assistance, I
vibrating
could
lem-
probably do
the
it properly
vibrating lemon wasn't my dead wife. That would be weird.
without ruining anything. So, if
No,
you
it
can
was-
find
it was
that,
the
great.
flower,
Or if you know anyone else that works
apparently,
with
right?
clothing, like what was that one's name?
Yes, it was one of the
Adidas or
wolf
something.
flowers.
I heard he worked for clothes.
Oh, yeah, Mr. Adidas, yeah. Yeah, maybe if I
have
find
a
him, I
type.
can ask him to do it.
Yeah. At the very least, if that's
will
the case,
touch.
I can then. If you can remove the cage
Okay,
in the
well,
shape itself,
good,
I can
because we
replicate
didn't
that in a
just-
different
this-
material.
We
what
don't
material would you
function
like?
here.
We have a couple.
Just
But,
That's very good to know.
mostly not iron. I know we're kind of low on resources, so whatever's easy, like a brass or something. It just needs to hold the shape, you know?
Yesterday.
And not be hurtful to Fae type peoples.
Question. How are stars on stocks on copper looking right now? I'm walking.
How are we looking on copper? Yes, we do actually. In fact, actually, copper we actually have a pretty decent amount. We were able to
Alright.
preserve a large majority of it.
Alrighty. I shall make it out of copper. If you can get the cage itself removed from there, with the proper seamstress, then seamster, I'll replicate it and get it back to you so you can have it reattached to the dress or however the fuck they do their clothes weaving thing.
Alright, sounds like a deal. I'll take care of that as soon as I can and get you that cage.
Alrighty. Have good luck, Nerta.
Thank you!
Well, maybe at least it's something you find someone to be in love with them.
You remind me of my mama.
Yes, and just
You
because
opened
I
yourself
remind you
up
of
for
them
that
doesn't
one.
mean- No, I did not. Just because I
you
remind you of
did.
them does not mean that I am them.
Ah, I see. So, a family of the Forge, huh? Very interesting.
Sure, we can put it at that.
I just work here.
I was made to care. Oh, and
Eh,
if I could do to your son.
what happens, happens. It's, sometimes life, as I'm sure you both know, just throws you a crap ton of lemons, and then you don't know what to do with them besides make an axe, I suppose. So,
Yes, if you give me lemons, I'll make you an axe.
as the saying goes, supposedly, here.
As the saying goes. Ugh. Ugh.
You are making a lot of
Ooh.
noises.
Am I not allowed? Would you like me to cease my
Ooh.
speaking?
Much better.
My little sounds.
That's not what I'm trying to say. I'm just saying it is very noticeable that you are exhausted and you need a break.
Well, I did technically sleep for a questionable
Ah.
amount of time.
Eloise the Bella.
Was wondering because I'm gonna probably do some ocean bullshit, and I was wondering if you guys need anything. There's still plenty of boxes down there.
To be honest
Any
with ya,
material is good material.
that,
Facts.
what is it? We work with what? Sea glass nowadays. Gems that is it just gems or is it a specific type of gem?
Any can be used when it comes to enchantments. Any kind of crystalline thing, gems, diamonds, opals, emeralds, any of the sort.
Yeah. That any medals you can get us?
Black ones the pit found.
It's not the black. If you find black ones, stray away. Those are potentially explosive.
Just like the mushrooms. Okay. Besides that,
Yes,
not that I can think of.
Hidden a little bit away back there, I have a small box.
I
that
do
inside
think-
of them is a bunch of.
I don't know. Did you ever
black
pick up your
crystals
arrowheads
that,
as you
I
requested?
am very
Yeah,
sure
silver
if they
ones?
are tampered
I
with
did.
negatively in any way,
I
they
did.
will
Good.
explode.
Right, just adding material. Alright.
Alright.
Sea glass. How's the Fae bullshit coming along?
Well,
Right. Speaking of,
it's gonna pick it up. It's going
See
to
here.
have like the vines and little pieces of lemon are used to hold pieces together, and the glass, but it's all seeming to mold away into something. Yes, it's coming together beautifully.
Oh, good thing you know about the Fae shit, because I know none of it.
You and me both.
We'll probably come back with some stuff.
right. Speaking of
I hate knowing
orders,
about these things.
let's take a look.
Years of my life thrown away to understand these things.
Let's see here. What do I have here?
Fun.
Okay.
Fun.
So I don't know. Did Aso get juicer? Maybe not. Okay. All right. I will be heading out for a bit. I'm going to go and ask if people just came up and picked up their the deliveries. So or their orders.
You,
You have fun, yup.
you'll
the-
have your fun. We'll
Actually,
be here.
before that, I do actually have to ask you something. You all, since you are members of the Forge. So we were not exactly a guild. We kind of just like work in the same area, right? So, basically, or at least that's what I believe. I don't know if we like, whatever, right? That's just basically how it is. We just kind of like work in the same area of town, right?
Are you
There's,
asking
like,
us if we wish to join your craftsman guild?
no, there is no craftsman guild as far as I'm
Okay.
concerned. I'm more, what's the word? Because there's, I don't know if you heard, but there's, I think you heard, people have, the guilds have a guild leader meeting, and so, I just kind of wanted to talk to you about it since you're the ones who are here most of the time, about who's going to be the representative.
We should
for
deal with
that.
we should deal with the customer first. How can we help you?
Sir Didas?
Good
How can I help you, sir?
day. Do you deal in denim?
Hello?
Denim, as in the fabric?
Yes.
No.
We're more
I
of
d-
a fire and forge and metal type of thing than a fabric thing.
Mm,
You could look to see if there's any fine leather shops in the nearby area. Seamstresses,
no, I was
thank you.
merely assessing the competition and hoping to get forged some studded denim shorts.
If you could bring us the denim shorts, we could, with the use of some
Hey, Tyler.
leather, make them studded, of course.
Very
I-
well. We have
I
a
will-
mission.
I will let you know, Sir Didas. Studded leather, or denim in this case, won't offer any extra protection to you. They'll just look kind of cool. Just as a
It
warning.
will. Trust me.
That's the point.
You look like someone
You know
who
what?
has
That's
denim
understandable.
booty shorts.
Right, it's all about fashion. You look like someone who looks like
You
denim.
know you don't. You liar.
Well, not on. Are you shorter than before?
No, it's just that he's not been
No.
he's not been affected by the floating four enchantment like everybody else.
There's a floating floor enchantment.
Have you taken a look at your
Yeah,
legs
yeah,
recently?
See,
Oh yeah. Oh.
very well. Come, we must find
You know,
the
that looks-
booty shorts.
What? Right. Okay. Yeah, we're on a quest.
Have fun, you lot.
I'm not with them.
So what I'm hearing is that people are slowly going insane and trying new
You're
clothing
the forge
fashions that
master, right?
seem unreasonably covered.
Technically, but yeah.
When in Rome, may as well do what the Romans do and let the
Booty
floating
shorts are
forge hammer
definitely,
affect me too, right?
They look good on the right person. I know that I used to rock some very skimpy
So,
clothing.
I still do, technically. I'd like to talk to you about a business
Yeah, you're not
offer.
really covered.
Alright,
Exactly.
I suppose I can talk
I
about
work
that.
at
Is
Forge,
this
for God's
a
sake.
business
You
offer
didn't
for
imagine
me
me more covered?
specifically or for the forge itself?
I thought you liked me with less clothes.
Either way, doesn't make a difference. It's beneficial to both of us.
There it is. Yeah.
Alright, then let's talk business then.
Verified.
Well, as you probably didn't know, I own a guild, but what my guild specializes in is trading and moving a lot of whatever anyone needs, I guess. So we're more of a trading company, and we help with pretty much getting your stuff from places to where you need it. If there's anything you need for the forge itself, you can ask me or anyone who says they're in the Maiden's Voyage, and they'd be more than willing to help you.
So,
But like in return,
a trading company.
Yes, we're trying. I'm trying to expand a bit and help Sundial out. We have a bunch of members that are good at different things, but right now we're just kind of all stuck in this area. So it seems best to like work together to figure out what it is we can do for each other to make sure we don't run out of resources.
Oh, well. Alrighty. What was it you would like in return then? For this service, if we were to hash out the deal.
Just a small percentile of like things that I guess you would make. If there was a weapon order, we'd want a few of those weapons or something, which would also double as like, let's say if.
Quite the
see,
ask, sir. That's as if to say if we were sending someone to us to give you an extra
Right,
hammer.
but
That's-
it is a bit of an ask, but
the problem with that is that currently, we only get orders in about like what is it, batches like 1 to 2, give or take, pretty much for like anything specialized.
1 to 2, roughly.
But I'd assume that like for small things like that, I'd leave that type of stuff to the mailing company because I don't want to cut in on what they're doing.
So what you're
but
talking
if it's very
about?
large orders.
Okay.
Abundance,
So what you're talking about is if
more than
we
willing to
had
help.
to,
And then on top
per
of-
se, fill out an order for, I don't know, let's say that that those docks actually get some use, and a trading ship comes in, and we know ahead of time, and we have like an order of, let's say, 50 broadswords that need to be delivered. Then we come to you.
Right.
Okay, and so
I'm going to be honest with you. I really don't like that idea. How about this? All of your gear, your armor, your weapons, your swords, your shields, your arrows, your bows, your wheels, all of that. We will tune them.
Even
We
your
will
ship
repair
if you
them.
end
We
up
will.
having one.
Even
I was
your
about
ship
to
if you
say
end up
that,
having
to be
one.
honest.
We
Say
will
it because
do it. We will repair it free of charge with no question of anything, and then you will help deliver our things. How about that?
Well, that would have been my initial offer, but in the offer, it sounds like I'm getting more than what you're getting.
well,
It's
not particularly.
Material.
Look, alright, look.
Yeah.
So say
Well,
I
mean,
need
the
to
other
explain to you
offer is that
something.
We're crafting more things for you, and okay, you go ahead. You go ahead, Big Man.
So
You
I
do
got
yours.
this. So say the problem with that is that if we're already making a large order, correct? Right? We're already going to be expending quite a bit of materials to make that order, right? And if we were to do like, I don't know, some percentage of that, depending on the percentage, especially if it's like something larger, 20% or so like that, right? Then we would have to make exponentially even more swords, spending even more
yes.
resources that we don't have.
Which,
right?
what I was going to say before I was rudely interrupted, that if anything is lost during the process, we just replace it with the stuff that we have left over.
How capable do you think I am of
The duck's back. Look, Isaiah, I'm gonna be
But
honest with you.
It would be fine
There's no
if you just
touching me.
wanted to help us with our
Oh no, I won't touch
gear
the
and help people around the town with
speaking to
armor.
the-
In exchange, we help you move things around that need to be moved. It seems like a fair trade-off, and that way we don't waste resources we don't have.
Its wing right on
Alrighty,
top of the axe
so-
and call it a goose.
Since I am the Forge Master, I technically own the Forge, but to be honest with you, the title's not really doesn't really mean much.
If you need to
More
talk it
honorary
over
than
with your
anything.
group, feel free to. This isn't like a you have to decide right now kind of thing.
Oh no, of course. But yes, it's an interesting idea. I am going to talk it over to them. So, one moment, sister. All right. So.
Sure. I'll be near the tavern while you all discuss.
Have a good day,
Okay.
Sir Seiya. The duck. Right.
Rudely interrupted. Man just came here saying, hey, we have a trading company in a place where we're in a single town. Please give us extra swords and gear whenever we escort them for you. No, that sounds like a terrible deal in every way, shape, and form. I'm going to be
really
honest
is.
with you.
Because I was trying to explain it. We don't, even if we were nice enough or stupid enough to do it, we don't have the resources to do that. Because
Also,
as it is,
a trading company here? Oh, yes, please. I'm going to need an entire horse and carriage to take it exactly 3 steps over to the building over there to give them their fancy new candle.
well, the funny
Yes,
thing about that
no.
is, Vincent, is that maybe before Sundial moved, that offer might have had more merit in my eyes. Because we got visited from a trading ship not too long ago before Sundial decided it hated that place and left. So, maybe. But, at this point, honestly, I'm not really for it. Like, at all.
We don't have enough resources. We're having to give them more things. It just seems pointless. And honestly, there's plenty of other carriage people we could go to or use. It's hell, if we needed to, we could just make it here.
As a matter of fact, that's what I was just about to go do. we can just use our legs. Like,
There you are.
but yeah.
So
what's
you're
y'all's
going to
opinion?
ask about the...
I do have my spider as well, so it's not like we wouldn't be able to live.
Oh,
Bigger things.
they do have their snazzy spider.
We may do that.
I've not seen this spider in action
Though, since we're all under agreement there, and we can discuss the spider in a moment, since he does have to go in just a second. You're speaking of the guild meetings, and one of us from our fine forge here will have to go speak to them, correct?
Yes. So far, I have been the one going. It's only been one meeting. I went simply because I was there, right? But I more want to discuss it over with you, and I will, if they were here, and not asleep, I would ask, Athena and Vic, but they kind of are asleep right now, so I'll talk to them in a bit, whenever they wake up. I wanted to discuss with you basically how we're gonna do that, because when it comes to us, there's no real leader, at least that's the way I see it. We just kind of work together, right?
Of course.
And so basically I wanted to
Well-
ask and discuss. What? Apologies?
Oh, no, go ahead. You said you were going, basically wanted to ask.
Alright, so I basically wanted to ask you two, Yuki, as you're part of the Forge as well, how you all want to go about doing this, right? Because basically I'm asking, how do you want to go about delegating the basically the jury duty of going to the guild meetings, essentially.
There you
So
are.
which one of
Okay.
us is good with talking and tolerating others?
Well, okay.
Sorry, can you
another
repeat
idea
that?
because I feel like I feel like
I don't mean to call you out because I'm also kind of decent with it. Because remember, I lived on an island where I had to make multiple trades for a very long time.
Well, how about this? The town knows you better, Red. They're still getting to know both me, Yuki, Luki. I think you would be good to go there, but if you'd like to have a craftsman who's a bit more, used to the magical side of things. I could go with you if you'd like, or something along those lines, but I think at the end of the day, you should probably be the one to go. The town knows you better.
Apologies about that.
Good morning.
My head, big headache. Apologies about that.
Did you hear anything that I said?
I heard something about magic. I got up to where you started talking about the magical. So, I heard most of it.
You are taking a nap.
Okay, so, get to you in a moment. The town knows you better, Red. Want you to look at me, focus on me. All right, don't you? If your head does it, break through it. Find a way. Focus on me. The town knows you better. If you'd like, I could go with you as a magical consort of a craftsman of a more mystical nature. But at the end of the day, you should be the one to go. The town knows you. They respect you and your words. They're still getting to know me, Yuki, Luki.
He's fire.
Yeah,
He's fire.
he's
He's fine. He's fine. He's the flame element.
Are you
Remember?
sure? Are you sure?
He's the one that provides our coal. He's the one who provides our
I've
coal.
met him different
He looks
clothes.
a little
Give me a
different,
minute.
but he is the fire
Different
elemental.
Give me a
Yeah, you
second
do look a
there.
little bit different. You look a lot more solid.
Yeah, I know. I like my old
You have
adventuring
met
gear.
him.
Hold on.
Sorry. You were not here. Yes. A lot of things.
There.
Yeah, there we go.
Okay,
He's more
that's
incorporeal.
better. See, I don't know why you looked like a completely different person, and I nearly went into Sentinel Protect mode. I would have lifted the shard off of me, and I would have suplexed you into the water. My apologies.
Don't suplex people who
It's
touch the
okay.
forge. They're not stealing the fire.
It's okay.
Well, okay, you actually technically, but I mean, they're not stealing the fire.
I mean, look, okay,
put
maybe
the
they
whole
were
thing in
stealing
the
that axe
fire.
right there. Maybe, but the fire is fine. Besides, he's the one that gives us the coal. It's his body.
Also, I appreciate the fact of making sure that you're more on the defensive than just letting things fly. I appreciate that. So.
I was made to protect and also serve. It is kind of my duty to make sure people are safe and things do not get destroyed or maneuvered and so on and so forth.
Understood.
All right. Afternoon.
Understood. Speaking of, while I'm over here, I'm gonna have to get
So,
some more because
basically,
the
since we
fire's running
have,
a bit
I think,
cold.
customers,
He's doing his fire.
basically, I understand. All right, I will be attending these meetings. I'm just going to say, if I am for whatever reason unoccupied,
No, there's terminal.
I would. Which one of you two would be comfortable going over there in my stead? Because that's kind of, we don't decide anything really. We just kind of disseminate and gather information about what's going on around town.
We really need to just to make a craftsman guild and just like this whole like
Well,
we're
they're
not
not
what we
done
kind
yet.
of are, but we're
I have
not.
been working on it. I've been busy.
It's a work in
I've been trying to
progress.
get everyone's. It's a work in progress.
All right, we need to get that going. But yes,
I know.
We'll have you go. We'll have you go talk to them. If you're not here, I'll go say sweet words to them and make them feel better. How about
Yes,
that?
whisper sweet nothings in their ears. It'll be great.
Please don't do that.
Everyone that I've talked to, craftsman-wise, has basically said yes. I just need to get that ball rolling.
Freaking out.
Well, I'd say
I need a list.
Also, just
probably
I got rid of some of the weaker coals out of your fire, out of your forge, so it's burning a bit hotter now.
I should probably do that. Yeah.
Oh, bless you in your entire existence. Thank you
isn't
very
that
much.
you?
Would you like anything in return?
I don't know. We don't actually have a
I'm-
guild. We don't
I'm-
have library.
I mean,
I'm happy just to make sure that a forge
I
burns
mean,
hot.
maybe not
so.
a guild, but like it's the crafters.
As an official group, you're not an official group.
Thank you.
Like if something, if someone.
Hey,
Like, you don't have a seat at the table when it comes to anything official.
That's about all I
That's
needed.
fair. We do have a seat
yeah.
at the
Thank
table.
you
I
for
was
your
invited,
input.
but we don't have.
Once again,
Fair.
I appreciate all of
We
you.
need to figure
yeah.
something out.
for, like,
Influential
being here.
leader person.
Oh,
Oh,
hammer.
there goes a
being
hammer.
stolen.
There goes a
No,
hammer.
but-
Oh,
What?
Well, actually, it's
Whoa,
some
what?
probably else to talk
What? Why? What?
Got it.
Why?
uh,
Thank you.
right. But yeah, I do genuinely appreciate you all being here. It's fantastic having on people
Thank
working
you.
the forge. Again.
Stay. So
No, it's probably too many cooks, but
All
Okay.
right.
any
So,
updates on that?
customers, how may we
Not
assist
till
you?
tomorrow.
I apologize.
We're just checking on the ends.
Not till
It
tomorrow.
won't be done until tomorrow.
Yeah. He's gonna be holding it up. It's gonna have the vines, little bits of orange, sorry, lemonade. Orange bits of lemon, the actual like juices inside of the actual. I'm actually really tired. The actual like axe head, and it all looks like it's like forming together naturally. It's not ready yet.
Looking good.
It's
Looking good so
almost
far.
there. Well,
No.
after the sixth time
Did
of
you
putting it
sleep?
together last night, I was. Don't worry about that. So the halberd's also ready for Pip. So I've got that set up. And then I finished cleaning up the rest of the oars. So everything should be ready by tomorrow. So don't you worry.
And you didn't sleep. Did you at least eat breakfast this morning?
Hold on, I need to double check.
I
think I wrote down a
feasted
list of
on
invites that
flames
said
of the
yes.
forge.
You are
That's
a
the only weapons
So let me
I'm the breakfast warrior.
let me double check my notes real quick.
Fine. Thank you very much.
Breakfast warden.
Also, Red, I've been needing to talk to you for a little bit.
It's fire whiskey. It acts as a small mana potion for those for those of
So,
elemental
if
actions,
I
so-
say symbol, do you know what I'm
It's
talking
smooth,
about?
Spicy, but it gives you a nice, it gives you a nice pull in your stomach.
It depends
not
what you mean
expecting
by
that at all.
symbol.
Thank you.
Because when somebody says symbol,
Generally goes with drums.
You're fine. You're fine. You're right. It's a pick me up.
oh, you mean the instrument? Yeah.
Alright, now I gotta
Okay.
get my shit back.
We need a set of symbols.
Here you are. Oh, thank you. Sorry. Yes, thank you.
Okay. So that tells me nothing. How many symbols?
I have different
What
colors
size?
for when I do
Any
bartending,
specifications?
for when I do my casual and everything else. I have
Understood.
my
Where's
bartending,
Papa?
my bar
Oh, God.
clothes, and my
Why do we
adventure
keep
gear.
I have fancy clothes.
At the very least, a crash and a set of hi-hats is probably not a bad idea. At least to start off. Of course, I wasn't able to talk to Poker about the drums, but
I've had the pleasure
she'd
of
be
hearing
able to
the music
give a
live
better
back when
setup.
the town first
Alrighty.
we had to do a whole
Understandable.
ritual
What's the word?
to bring from the old
Any
town to the
material
new
for
town.
them be out of?
But thank you for
I will
paying
say
attention on that.
we
I greatly
do not
appreciate
have
Um,
a lot of them
She was
that
playing
we
some
had access
wonderful
to
music
back
for
in
me
the
when I was
old place,
working,
but
actually. It's very nice.
I don't doubt that. And I've had the pleasure
I
of hearing
honestly
your
don't know
music
what's best to make a symbol with. Do you by chance know?
Copper or brass?
Copper?
To-
Yeah.
Yeah,
I was thinking
I was about to
brass.
Copper if you're cheap, brass is the best.
Copper will rust.
All right, I found my notes.
Arrows,
Who's
some
interested in the
brass.
Craftsman Guild?
Wouldn't be too hard.
We have lots of copper.
We do, yeah.
I mean, would you like me to be part of the Crafters Guild? Because I do actually make things.
What was brass, copper, and zinc?
Copper and tin, I believe.
Tin?
Copper
Oh,
and
yeah.
Nickel and
No,
silver
bronze.
can also be
Copper and
used,
tin is
but-
bronze. Yes,
Yes.
copper and zinc
You
is
two are
copper.
also interested in the Craftsman Guild,
Yeah,
correct?
that's
Can I put your
correct.
names down? Because I have a list of people I'm
Wait,
getting
yes, no.
approval of.
Copper,
already.
copper
Yes.
and tin
Yes.
equals
I
bronze,
never wanna
and
be
then
a
if
part
I
of
really,
the
it is
Craftsman
tin
Guild.
and
I
zinc.
am making sure.
kidding.
I am. I'm
Yep,
yes, I'm kidding.
you're right.
Yes, I would love to.
Yeah,
I would
yeah,
love to.
brass.
Usual.
Since I'm
Alrighty.
I'll see if I can find
Vincent
Poker
Lucky, I'll add you to the
today
list.
and get her to talk to you.
I'm
If you'd
getting.
like,
Understandable.
I'll be part. I'd
Yeah,
like
I
to
can
be
get
part
them
of it.
crafted to you, and
what's your name again?
Yes, I know.
well, depending if I fuck up.
Eventually,
Musical instruments are quite
I
finicky.
am writing that down.
I'll give it the barrel
Oh, yeah.
maybe by tomorrow or the day after. We'll see what
Yeah,
happens.
so there isn't a
You
rush
can also call me Blue.
because it might take a little bit to set it up on the amphitheater, if you know what I'm talking about.
I understand.
Somebody else with blue clothing that it has a major
Well,
language
the reason why I said
barrier.
is it not
They
too
speak a language I-
complicated.
even my ring
I'm-
can't translate.
Not to
and
toot
so I
my
was
own
just like, I'm gonna
horn,
nickname you
right?
Blue.
But I'm
Yeah.
pretty good at what I do.
Understand common,
So,
they just don't know
I can get to you by tomorrow, unless I fuck up. In which case,
You're fine. You're fine.
I have to
It's
start
a
again.
nickname. It's a nickname.
Yeah, like
Also,
if you have other things to do,
I
you're
don't know
free to
if
do
you
them
heard me
first
through
and that
note
kind of stuff
taking,
as well.
But I do
All
actually
right.
do a bit of crafting on the
Yeah.
side. I can
Basically, no
glass,
rush.
Glass blowing, correct?
understandable.
Yeah, thanks.
I
Alright,
do glass
so
blowing, but
basically
I
the
also
way I
do
do it,
alcohol
I
making,
charge people
so-
as simple as
Okay.
you get me
yes,
the
I'll add
materials
you to the list
yourself,
as well.
I just
no
do it.
worries. I'll
Otherwise,
have official
you just
list
owe me a
be
favor.
officiated. Yeah, of course. Let
Simple.
me put that in.
Yeah, those are
hold
my
on.
two things.
Right now, where would I get copper and zinc? You know?
I do. I also do
That's just
cooking.
That's just how I do the
but
business. Like you can just
eh,
owe me
I-
a favor.
I'm
Yeah,
probably won't even
okay,
call
yeah,
it anyways.
I'll-
It's just easier that way.
I'll We'll go with the favorite. I'll see if I can get the
Because
stuff later.
Who I have
You
right
don't
now.
have to.
Hold on, Missy.
To be
hold
honest
on,
with you,
hold on,
I don't
excuse
really
me.
keep track of favorites too much,
hold
but
up.
I mean,
because right now I have.
Hold up. No, you need to remember, Red.
Fox.
Ooh,
Scene
I am
Service
actually
and all that,
deceptively
and the
tired.
other-
By God. Remember where
These
we are.
two, then you.
This is basically bards. Music, Fae, love music.
I think that
Do your
should-
thing. Make your music. It's beautiful. Listen to it before during the night. It's wonderful.
It'll be nice
There's a very
to
good chance that you
collaborate
doing
on
that
projects and
might
share
appease
resources
many of the
together,
Fae
if
and
somebody
whatnot,
wants
and they might
something
give you
specifically
little
done, they can just leave it
trinkets
like
and
on a board or
resources and
something,
things
we'll
of
be able
that
to look at
regard.
it.
If you get
Here's what we need
anything
to
that
get,
you
and,
don't
then
want
get that sent off.
that we could use here,
Oh.
I would pay us back
Yes,
tenfold.
go back to the library. We're gonna discuss setting up an official group.
That works.
So,
Okay.
join us if you want, and
There
let me
you
know if
go.
you need any help
See?
with the crafters leadership.
I'm your little magic buddy. Don't worry. I'm your,
I
I'm
like
your little
herding cats.
little ferret-looking thing.
Yes, I know. That's
okay,
why the
so now
Courtiers Guild
is
gonna
that
be
what
very
your
important
actual
going
race
forward.
is? You're a ferret and not a tiefling?
I'm a tiefling. It's just I've been told. I've been called many things.
I'll be there in a minute.
Someone said I look like a ferret and a I live with that now.
I'm sure it was kind of endearment. I'm sure.
Because of my tail. You see my fucking tail?
Free fling. No, Fairling.
Sorry, back off.
Free fling or Fairling?
Right.
Oh, Julian,
hello there.
have you seen the bridge that leads to nowhere?
Yeah.
Right behind us. You see that off in the cliff?
Sinigan Loya?
Oh yeah.
It's a random bridge.
This
Sinigan
random bridge on the side of a cliff.
You know where I
Yeah, I have no
think
idea.
that is?
I
It's
have
like,
no
'cause I
idea what you're
believe,
saying.
If I remember correctly.
It's right next to the windmill. It's,
Julian?
it's right next to the windmill.
Do you know what they're
see-
saying?
I see a bunch of stuff because
Jan Julian Panapana Emi Nili Ikemute.
that pillar and a bunch of there's a bunch of bridge materials in the water.
Don't look at me, I don't
There
speak
was a
you.
bridge and it collapsed.
Okay.
Speak Infernal.
Thinking that or the sundial got lazy and stopped halfway through.
Right.
Or it's a work in progress.
Okay, well maybe I can
This
help
is
you
not so
find.
true. That-
Follow me. I'll see if I can talk to Lawrence. Hi, hey,
I thought it
so.
was just
Do you know what they're
interesting.
saying?
People
Because
use
I
that as a
don't.
diving board.
It's a game.
Also, yeah,
no,
no,
it's
this
a
was the one.
came to check.
People have been
to
diving off
see
into
if
the water. I'm like,
said
yeah.
that.
Good point.
That little
Come
one's
with
also
me
the
as
one
well.
That has the language barrier.
Oh, good.
So,
Uh.
yeah, that's the one I nicknamed Blue. You can see why.
Sina Pana. Yam Pana Mutea. Sina.
Apologies. That was the one that I named Blue because again, language barrier. They know common, but they don't know how to understand their language. And even my ring of translate languages.
Where's Aso? Aso.
I'll talk to y'all later. I need to go back to the library. Have you one?
Aso.
For no die.
See you later. All right, I suppose.
If I had access to the Infernal Library,
I don't know if you
I could put something together, but
want it, but it's right here.
going to let me to go to there.
Custom made for your hands and
I'm in
everything.
my element.
It's perfect.
Isn't that cute?
Nice
Under
if I
one
could
arm,
go back
so
to a
she's just
Baroness.
holding you,
At
like-
least then I could actually get
I can get
into
you a
the
bag
libraries
if you
and
want.
I
Just
could
tie it
really
around your
put
waist.
together some fun things.
That'd be easier for you.
I still have
Here
bag.
we are.
Okay.
Has Avernus changed much over the years? Like I haven't been there in. Like,
I mean, it's
So
technically
can
just
put-
hell with fancier things and a lot more imps, so not really.
I'm just curious
Alright.
if there's any changeover in
Wind
ship.
Alright.
back.
Well, I mean, there's the
I-
blood wars are still as
Mi
violent
power
as
Asina?
they've always been. There's
I
still
don't understand what you're saying. I'm going to
rising
leave it to
tides
Lawrence.
between the devils
Hopefully he
and
does.
everything's of that regard. Unfortunately.
Pana. Sina Pana Mutea.
Come along. Right.
Mi Kama.
I think I understood that one. I have no idea.
Sina Sona Emi. Pan. Sina Kute Emi.
Ah, Sir Gil. Hello. You were Sir Gil, right? I'm terrible with names.
Yes, Gil. I believe
Okay.
you read. Is that correct?
Yeah, that's what people call me. But do you understand a single word this small child is telling me? I do not understand the language in the slightest.
Takia. Miyan Sin Mani.
mi lape e tempo ale tan taso mi lape pini e ni.
I can't say that I have, but I'm sure they'll grow out of it in time.
All right.
Ike?
Okay. I don't know if they told you by the way. I have completed. Oh God. I wish I could understand. Okay. Actually, I have maybe a workaround. Okay. Yo, plants. Do you understand what the fuck they're saying? Actually, just quick out of character. Talk to plants. Do they understand a single word you just said?
Ike mi toki alla e toki kasi.
They appear to be speaking a different language that does not translate with any of the given arts or magic of the town, so you'll have to live with it, or teach them your own language, or learn theirs.
I can barely speak my own language, Sir Gil. I don't think that's a good idea.
Maybe I'd have a better time learning another language.
Tokia.
Maybe. I'm taking to Lawrence anyways.
What we're saying?
Mi sona esina. Taso mi toki alla esina.
That's great. Respond in a way that I can understand with visual representation. 1 for yes, 2 for no.
1.
Yes, good. Look, they said 1.
Okay.
1 1. 2 2.
They appear to have the same number scheme.
2 1. 2 2 2 2. Luca e Luca.
Or possibly not.
What?
Do this if you understand what we're saying.
Pona.
How do we know they're just not
So
mimicking
you can talk to them.
Are you sure about that?
Well, as I said, they'll grow out of it. It happens, when they're younger.
You know what? Sure. Fine. By the way, I have completed the outer structure of your prosthesis. I believe Sir Vincent is just currently working on the inner machinations. I don't know if you picked it up already, but it should be done by today. At least our bit of it.
Excellent. I will definitely be coming by and checking later. To say the least, as we will need to take it over to the alchemist's tower. So, thank you, Red. I do appreciate it. And try not to worry too much. It's just one person in the whole town.
I suppose.
You sounded like a dog there.
Lon la mi ike.
Okay. I need to know, can you understand me? If you could understand the words I'm speaking right now, just do a little hop.
Pona.
That confirms it, okay.
Mi sona esina.
Okay. Alright, I understand. Thank you. Okay, so can you nod your head if you're new around here? I assume so, but
Lon, mi yan sin. Lon.
Alright, so I actually do need to take you to Lawrence. So that's gonna be worse, I think.
Show us what a dog is. Yes, act like a duck.
Waso talo e toki e mu.
Maybe they don't understand us.
Yeah, I don't. You know what? I'm gonna take this to Lawrence because we do need to document them into the town ledger. So, go talk to you, Sir Gil. I'm gonna take them to him. Probably offload them. I don't know. We'll see. I do have things I need to deliver. It was good seeing you.
That does sound like a good idea. Yes, of course. You too, Ren.
Come along, person that I don't know the name of nor can understand.
Mi name e Jan Kote.
Jan Kote? Something like that?
Lon.
Lon?
Lon Kote. Jan Kote.
I'll just call you Lon. It's easier that way.
Ike, Kote, otoki e mi Kote. Mi name e Kote.
Whatever you say, Lon.
Ike, sina Jan, Ike mutia. Mi olen alla e sina.
don't understand this. Whatever. Okay. Hey. It's a Greases. Have you seen Sir Lawrence?
He was in a tavern earlier.
Has anyone seen Lawrence? Okay, good. Come with me, child. I don't understand.
Me, Tower Essina.
Hello. Would any of you perchance be a linguist?
Yeah. One of them is.
I don't understand a single word they're saying. Oh, well, there they go.
The linguist is running away.
Oh, this one.
Tokia. Oh, Tokia. Ni Yansin Mani.
I was thinking about making a bard skill.
I like
Just
to
just do that.
Don't really engage.
All right, well, good luck.
Honor.
Good luck. Bye. I'm not actually gonna do that, but like genuinely, I don't know how I'd be helpful in this situation. I can barely understand my own language.
It's fake.
I don't understand a single word they're saying. So I just came over to bring them to Lawrence so we could document them. I believe they're new. And see if I can find somebody to help, I don't know, get a translation, because I don't understand a single word they're saying.
Mi toki Jan Julian and name? Mi name Jan Kote.
Jan Kote.
I will call it the NG. I do not feel comfortable with its full title.
Do you understand me?
Mi sona Essina. Mi sona Essina. Haso mi toki alla toki common. Toki Sina.
No comment. I see.
An interesting name.
Shoot. Name for the language.
Tokipona.
Tokipona? Oh, Ipona.
Tokipona.
You got a friend behind you, Lawrence.
Nah, I didn't know you served duck today, Lawrence.
I apologize for this.
I don't.
I wouldn't interrupt if it wasn't important.
Magical duck. That is
Information
mildly
crossed my
concerning.
mind for a bit. I forget.
Also,
Leader of the Defenders?
I have a list of people for the crafters guild.
No.
Should I just bring it up to like? I know they do a meeting at the end of every night, so I just bring it up with them.
Blue armor, dark hair.
Right. Sorry, I always see you two hang out so much. I think I always think we're the same thing.
Yes,
do you happen to?
Right.
I need to find someone at the Defenders because something might be coming.
Some paperwork for you then.
And
great.
I've been
Ah, there it is.
I don't know.
What's coming?
I don't know for.
I am.
I'm fairly certain the way that I was understanding it, a new chaos elemental is about to be born.
I'll fill this out. Right, if you need a
Just void magic floating around certain
I mean,
things.
technically,
and
but yeah, so Lawrence, so I just came to see if he was free to talk about that thing we talked about the whole trying to get out of the whole shenanigans going on.
I don't know.
Sure.
It's one of those things where chaos magic tends to kind of
Pull
not
up
follow
pencil.
rules.
Whatever I did now might not be valid anymore.
I'm just
We're in a new place.
look. I'm not
that's
I'm
fair.
not saying it's going to.
I
I'm not
was
saying it can,
more
I'm just
talking
saying
about.
it's-
I will
that
admit, most of the whole magic mumbo jumbo is very out of my depth. I was more because you said more thing. What's the word? Talking about how you said there might be things that you might need to send me to go find or do things out there in the forest to see and further your research.
Interesting. Well,
Yes. Unfortunately, at the moment, there's no way out of
is your
here. So there's
tongue
no.
native, or was it?
Right now, we don't have a
commentated?
first step. Once we get a first step, I think we're done working on something.
Are you trying to get? Are you looking for materials at the moment? There might be something in the water if you want to look down there, or find somebody that can look down there in the water.
No, I'm more talking about trying to find a way back to my home, my real home.
This will be a.
Walking.
My apologies. This will take some time.
Yeah,
Please bear with me.
the kind of David or Goliath. I would use that saying.
us.
Right.
Okay.
But yeah, understandable, Sir Lawrence. Whenever, just
If you'd like
you good.
to talk with Kindred Spirit, though, the small kobold Nirta, she seems quite sad on getting out of here as well.
Yeah, I'll probably do that in a bit. But yeah, Sir Lawrence, if you ever need me to, you just ever need somebody to go send out the forest when they're able to do that, or just make something to maybe help us get out of here, I'm down to help. Anytime.
Kenla, me can
Besides that, I do have a couple of deliveries planned, so good luck, Sir Lawrence. Good luck, you all.
It's always daylight.
Ducky, Suli, and happy days.
Happy day.
Good luck.
Nearly nothing. Såna icke. Såna alla är ni.
It's fine.
Some people with different mindsets.
That is a bear.
It is.
Reggie, you remember the time they made Oberon eat his own nuts?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's what he did.
I helped with that, actually. I helped forge the pie.
Oh yeah, that was a thing. I forgot about that. Oh, by the way, Red, I still have the magical item for your group.
Did Nertha finally collect hers? Cool,
What?
wonderful.
Hmm?
I assume that was a nod, so
So
I'm
I
going
have
wonderful.
2 items left.
Okay. I don't know what they do.
One
What do
of
they do?
them would
Something wrong? The man ate his own
One
nuts.
of them is the Ring of Intrusive
not
Thoughts,
that funny.
which once a
Just
day
what
grants you
happened.
20 seconds of flight. And one is the Whetstone of the Undecisive Sorcerer, which imbues a sharp item, of course, with a random elemental effect. Once a day, either for 10 minutes or 1 battle, whichever comes first.
So I have the Ring of Intrusive Thoughts, yeah.
Well, so what's going
Which
on
allows
now?
me to fly for 20 seconds specifically.
Well, we were going to do some.
Yes.
Or, I don't know how I got that name, but it's worrisome. Or the whetstone that imbues
guess.
some sort of
Need any
magic
help?
onto, so whatever I'm sharpening with it.
Sure.
A random elemental property, yes.
Does it specifically have to be an actual sharp
I don't know. The
weapon?
stairs are kind of long and busy.
I mean, if you want to get creative and use it on a hammer, that is something you'd have to take up with the GMs, but it would be fun.
It appears the wild.
You know what? Sure, give me the whetstone of the Indecisive Sorcerer. At least I kind of know what that does.
Very well. Here you are.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm kind of tempted because flight's pretty fun. However, I already have enough voices talking to me every single second, so I don't need more. Oop.
Very good.
Is there anything special about the whetstone, or is it just like a regular whetstone, but it's been enchanted?
If you see it in the sunlight, it seems to have a rainbow sheen on it.
Sorry, can you repeat that? Headache.
Kinda strange, but you know. If you see it in the sunlight, it has a rainbow sheen on it.
Ah. This is the most colorful whetstone I've ever seen.
Probably the magic.
Probably. Thank you for the item, Sugreases. I actually do genuinely appreciate it. You didn't have to do it, but thank you.
Thank you for joining the contest.
Somebody had to, because somebody had to. Everybody else kind of passed out, so. Anyways, I do have a couple of orders I need to get delivering, so good luck, Sugreases, and have a good day.
Have a good day.
Speaking of which, So already delivered that, and then it's already actually. Hello. So you're the male lady hoppy thing, right? I do not remember what you're called in the slightest.
I'm Fee.
Ah, hello, Fee. So I do actually have something that needs to be done. It's just a little delivery, if possible. Otherwise, I'll just do it myself, to be honest. It's just the one. I believe I've already given everything else. Let's see here. I will admit it's kind of one of the hardest ones. So I have this small axe that's meant for specifically very small people, as requested. It was requested by a small girl in size, not in age, like Caddy is, and I think they had a fancy hat and like silver hair. I think their defining trait is that apparently they shrink in water.
Yes, I think I know what you mean.
Yeah.
Yes, I know who you mean.
Yeah. This is their order, so I just need to give to them. So.
Okay. Yep, I will do that if you just sign here.
All right. What am I signing? Out of character. What am I signing?
Are you just signing your name, what you're sending, and who you're sending it to?
All right. All right.
Thank you. And I will go deliver that now.
Alrighty.
Unless you have anything else.
Not at the moment. Thank you, Fee.
Okay. Have a good one.
Have a good day. So grease is dissipated. I see. Right.
When was the last time they got watered?
The town is probably sentient in some way.
Do anything bad to the yes. Well, they've just.
Okay.
Well, I think it's been hypothesized
that's
that.
pretty recent.
That's
Hopefully we get out to the woods soon. Maybe you can take me to see them, and then we can water them and make sure they're okay. And then I can see some other kobolds.
That would make sense.
Okay.
Well.
Sounds good. Hopefully we get to go soon.
So say about that deal that we was talking about in the forge. I will let you know that.
I'm going to the tavern. You may as well join me.
Okay. That's fair. I just did most of the deliveries that delivered, so I can take a break.
Oh, okay. We can go upstairs. We don't disturb
You and I.
It's a nice area.
You and I probably come from similar. There's some magic on my world, of course, but humans didn't wield it as often as other races.
We're getting there. We're just wanting to
I tend to avoid magic when I could, as it just complicates things.
I met them yesterday.
They can't talk
Right. So, unfortunately, I'm just going to be straight to you. The deal with the whole, the first one, the one that you lead it with, most of us, all of us didn't like it, just straight up. However, we are willing to do the, what's the word? The whole repairing your armor and stuff, and your weapons and things for delivering. However, that is only if, and I mean only if, there's an extremely large order, and I mean a ridiculously large order. So, as it is right now, there's not really a deal, as it is right now. However, if there is something that we delivered, you'll be the first one I come to.
A learning for us as well.
About it.
They are able to understand.
Yep, that sounds fairly reasonable.
Only a small portion.
Okay, well, that works for me.
I'm gonna be honest with you. You probably asked this at the worst time. If we weren't like locked inside of a small
No,
town.
I'm aware that what I'm asking is a lot for right now.
There you go. They went off to feed the darkness, and then they realized.
So that's why I didn't ask you to repair any gear or anything, since for starters you'd just be doing free work since there's no room to be delivering a lot of supplies anywhere. That's why I was just saying when you get orders, you just make a little extra. And the materials will be provided, obviously. I wouldn't just say, hey, figure it out, we want some too. But, you know, I didn't get a chance to speak, and the atmosphere was off, so I know when I've already lost. No point in trying to continue a conversation that I'm not gonna win.
Have you guys done the meeting yet?
It's understandable. Now, I will say,
I don't like what the current Stuka's doing.
I will say, if you just needed something crafted or something made, you could have just come to us and asked. It's just simple as.
No, it's not that I need something crafted. It's just that, like I told you, I'm trying to, I have a guild I've already established. I've talked to every other business owner aside from the people at the forge. Everybody else is okay with what I want. And I'm not asking for anyone of anything until we start being able to move things like I want to. Like, I wouldn't just come to you and make this offer and then go like, well, now you gotta make me stuff even though we're all stuck in town. That's not really fair. I'm more of a businessman than...
Okay. Alrighty. Understandable. I will admit, I was a bit aggressive. And I apologize about that.
No. You were fine. You are actually very pleasant to talk to, despite your appearance.
I'll take that as a compliment.
Yeah, you look like a murderer, and no offense, like a mercenary or something.
I mean, you're right, I am, but that's besides the point.
Exactly. But that's like, yeah, the appearance you give off is like, hey, don't talk to this guy, he'll stab you. And then the moment you start speaking, you're like, oh my god, this is a big softie. I mean, he's still a killer, but you know.
One moment.
I heard about meeting of guilds.
It's in
if
about
I'm going
30
to be
minutes.
leading the bards, should I go to that as well, or not because I'm not registered?
I don't see the business page.
Ooh.
Thanks.
Sorry about that. Headaches. Happening every so often.
No, I understand. You're fine.
All right. I think honestly, thank you for the compliments. I will admit, it's I'll be honest with you. I'm not the best at talking to people. I've been trying to improve.
I think you do more than your share. But a conversation is a two-person's job, right? If nobody's giving you anything to follow up with, it's pretty hard to.
Understandable. Now,
hey, excuse me for interrupting for a moment.
Please do.
Greetings.
I wanted to let you know. Yes, I want to speak to you later. Probably an hour before bed. If you're available at the time.
Actually, I should be.
Do you have any more tobacco?
Oh,
oh dear.
Sorry.
Actually,
sorry.
No, I can
Horrible habit I need to quit, but like.
Yes, we need to bond over how terrible life is.
I gave the last to Lord Brian to grow, and there's not much about my world that I
an investment.
It'll be worth the wait. Thank you. Thank you.
Yep. All right. I understand.
Unfortunately, that was in the previous world, so I don't know if it transferred over.
How about this world?
I mean,
Don't
I
worry,
would
I'll be sure to
so.
bug him about it a lot.
Right.
But yes.
One more thing. This is another member of our order, VRCrp Vance. I'm not sure if you ever met him.
Oh. Nope, never seen him in my life.
Yeah, he's actually from my world.
Ah.
Yeah. I fell asleep in the boat on the way here, I guess. I woke up, like, near the docks.
It's odd, because we didn't take a boat to get here. We kind of all got whisked away by a mist or something. Alright,
Fae magic.
Red,
I see.
that was your testimony.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I see.
We just kind of, you know...
It looks like it has the crushing power of a mace. Like, holy shit, by the way. I can't get over the sword.
Trust me, I can barely get over the sword myself. I hate this thing. but it's what I have, so.
Fair.
But apologies for interrupting you two's discussion. I'm just showing Vance around town for now.
Understandable.
Don't worry about it. You didn't do anything.
All right. Well,
This
it's
is
good
more of
meeting you, Vance.
Just a conversation rather than a meeting or anything. So.
Right.
Have a good day, yo.
You two have a fantastic day. Yeah.
Speaking of
You
which,
take
say
care
it.
as well. Why are all these like scary-looking fellows in armor really nice? There's a stairwell right. Oh yeah, this way.
Well, you see, the armor is meant to intimidate. Well, no, it's not. It's meant to make sure we don't die. But that just so happens to give off a terrifying appearance. If it's
true.
proper plate
That's
armor.
true.
Other man's having an
Yeah.
aneurysm.
We appear we may need to reboot him.
I will say though, I will admit, So the way I run the business is that I just kind of, at least here, since money means nothing to me, or anybody else for that matter, I kind of just say, hey, you give me this stuff, I'll make the stuff for you. All right? And I'm going to extend that offer to you, and I will let you know if I need something delivered, and I see you first, I will make you something that is a percentage of what was crafted. So if it's a sword, it will
you don't have
probably
to.
be a dagger.
We can go with your first. We can go with your first agreement, or you just repair all our stuff, and if we need anything, sure, because it'll save you supplies and save everyone time in the long run.
Look, simple as if. Okay, this is how it's gonna be.
Fair enough.
I am willing, personally, I am willing to do the whole crafting things because at that point, I'm not even earning anything for like for what I do now. I just make stuff and I give it to people, and what I get, favors. That's about it. I don't even know what to do with those, right? So, if this was money, it would be a different story. But look, I personally am willing to do the first deal that we talked about, but I will modify it. It won't be an exact copy of what's made. It will probably be something of lesser value.
I'd like to stop you. I think you're putting too much emphasis on the deal itself. It was just an offer. Like it wasn't. It's not like it's set in stone or needs to happen. I just wanted to tell you that I would like something in exchange for our services.
Doing paperwork.
So it doesn't have to be that specifically.
Understandable.
That's all. So don't focus too hard on like the agreement specifically. Just anything that you can give, you'll give, and then anything that we can give, we'll give. So that way we establish a very nice and mutual bond of trust, where we don't have to constantly look over each other's shoulders and worry about if you're getting fucked over or not.
You know what? Understand.
Oh, where's the meeting?
All right, then how about this for a little dealing? So I will admit, as I said back there, we're probably never going to really need to transport something unless some foreign lord from the Fae is like, we want all of your iron weapons right now, right? In which case we have to make all of our iron into weapons, and we need somebody to take them, right? But I will say, if you can schmooze with the Adventurers Guild, right, and kind of be like, you get the materials for us, we can, what's the word? We can definitely compensate you for that, as opposed to,
That'd be the plan anyway. We already work with the defenders, so we'd grab like a few defenders to come out with us and go, like help secure what you need anyway.
Well, that's excellent. What's the word? I'm not good at this business thing, but
I think you're doing excellent.
No,
I'd rather
trust
talk
me,
to you
I-
than any
I-
of your compatriots.
Trust me, I'm terrible at it. I just smack metal for a living. It's fine, and big monsters. But
No, real. If you think about it though,
No. This is
have you noticed? It's probably like a little trope that I have from like talking to people for so long. The people who are always like the nicest, if you ask them whether they're a nice person or good at something, they'll always say they're either bad at it or they don't know. Anybody who is bad at it will say that they're good at it in a heartbeat without second thought. Like they'll automatically make them put themselves on a higher pedestal to feel better. But anybody who is good at it will never like take like. So saying that you're bad at something isn't really true, because you're doing very fine.
Thank you very much.
Maybe it's just the people I
And like I
met
said,
usually when. What? Sorry, my apologies.
Oh no, you're fine. From being in the atmosphere of your compatriots, you seem like the most reasonable one over there.
Well, let's go.
No offense.
They're new, so obviously they're pretty high strung. So just don't take any offense to them. They're just adjusting. So
I never do. We'll all learn each other eventually, right?
But yeah, honestly, Steve, if, as we said over there, the Forge is unfortunately running kind of low on the more, what's the word, military applicable materials, steel, iron specifically for obvious reasons.
Right.
But
do you need any of that stuff?
we need, if you could, what's the word, supply us a relatively it doesn't even have to be relatively stable, which is kind of stable enough that we aren't running out like we are right now. Source of steel.
The moment the force opens up, it'll be the first thing we do when we're able to travel to new areas and try and benefit the town as much as possible. I've even heard about one of my compatriots is from a place called Burrow, which is more of like an Underdark than anything, so I'm sure it's full of a bunch of valuable minerals like iron that you can get in abundance.
You talking about the
making
Fox
trades and
lady?
deals. Yes, but making trades and deals in that kind of regard would only happen if we have access to the Force and other things later on. So I wouldn't bet my life on it, but when it's available, you'll be the first person to know.
Alright, excellent. Once again, if you ever need anything made, I believe I've told you how I do business. Give me the materials, I just work it, otherwise favor. Nothing too fancy or anything. If you can get me, us, the Forge, at least a semi-stable, doesn't have to be steel specifically, it's like of materials, however, steel is really lacking right now. If you can get us a good amount of steel, just in general,
I'll try.
anything repaired, touched
How
up.
heavy is that sword?
It was the most sour thing I think I had ever seen. Not even tasted. They're kind of on the medium size of the crust.
Yes.
So I took the seeds out of it.
I don't know the exact measurements.
I knew you didn't know. I bet you swing it around like it's paper too, and you have no clue how heavy it is.
Actually, I don't swing it around like paper. This thing swings me more than I swing it. I'm not going to hold you.
Also, when you grab it, it squirts
out you're great. Well, this was a lovely conversation, and I'll talk to you anytime about anything. So feel free to use me as a resource anytime you need.
You ever need anything forged? Well, the fire's always hot.
Thank you.
Good talking.
Honestly, I didn't think you'd come back. I came back to see if you'd be here, but you surprised me.
Come back. Come back to talk to you?
No, I didn't. I thought. Yeah, I didn't think you'd come back. I'd assume that your way of saying no would have been to just not show up.
Nah, I am. While I'm sure there are some situations where it'd just be easier for both parties to just not deal with it, I'm personally don't really like that type of thing. If we had a conversation about a possible business deal, I know I would like you to come and follow up, at least to tell me to my face that, I fucked up, or I made a mistake, right? Or just like, you didn't like what I said, simple as, because, in my opinion, the worst feeling is not knowing something, right? Because then it's just there in the back of your mind, forever burying a hole in your head until you inevitably forget about it, or it leads you into a downward spiral of vice and alcoholism.
Is that what you have?
Oh, fuck off! I'm alright. I was a drunk before this.
There's a small furry thing running around.
That's
What's a fur?
there's a lot of those.
Normally, I would say
That's
yes,
just not very descriptive.
But given where
I think
we're
they
at,
called it a
again,
badger.
Just seasonally or literally, I don't know which yet.
What do you want me to do about it? What?
I don't know. It was weird.
Why are you telling me? How can I help
into a
you
different,
catch this badger? Let's go catch it then. Come on.
I don't know if I
Good
want
luck,
to catch
Sayeb.
the badger.
It was good talking to you.
Why you
You
mentioning
got a good head on your shoulders.
Likewise, it was. I feel the same way about you, and I hope we have more conversations like
yes, this is not how the town works.
I was joking. I don't want to catch it.
Much smaller.
Sine Jan Wedde. Sine Pali e ilo utala. Sine Wed.
Red? Yeah, I
Sine
am
Pali
red.
Sine Pali e ilo utala. Mi Jan utala. Mi wile e ilo suli. Suli Sine Monsi.
Do you want to see my sword, or do you need something repaired?
Mi wile ilo utala ante.
I know by name and just by seeing them from a distance.
Sine esun tomopi pali ilo.
Look, I'm gonna be honest with you, mate. I apologize, it's frustrating, but I don't understand a single word that you are saying. And I wish I could, but I just...
Tempo nila mi kama sone toki komen. Tempo pinila mi kama sine. Nearly tana.
She's just a representative of one of the courts of outlaws.
Sine pone Jan Wedde.
Spring, that's what it was.
So... Right, okay. Apologies.
You're telling me these Fae
Oh, why did this have to fall out now?
The thought literally just crossed my mind when you said that. I'm like, shit. Fae Incorporated.
God, I'd hope not.
Oh god. No, it's a joke. It's a joke. Don't worry about it. Like
there we
like
go.
I represented from like a royal court, like a royal court representative. Since they are called the different. Since they are called.
Sagresis. I have a question for you. Did you happen to overhear any of, I guess, them talking about when the meeting's happening for the whole guild situation?
No, I wasn't told.
Alrighty. Well, just wanted to ask. Usually people seem to, you have to... Excuse me. Usually you tend to find out these things really quick. I assume it's because you're in the middle of town and people talk a lot.
Well, if you can find Nerta, you could ask her. I told her to go to the meeting in case I don't make it. So she might actually know.
Okay. Alrighty, I'll try and find to talk to her about it. Thank you, Sagresis. Have a good day.
Of course.
Hi, Gracious. I figured you'd be the one to come talk to about that.
And so I suppose my quest, in order to, what was it? To not eradicate. I suppose eradicate.
Perfect.
Wood and then everything else on the inside.
Alright. Hello there. Sorry for interrupting.
Hello, Red.
Anything pressing
You're
come
fine.
up? With the forge specifically?
Yes. Our wonderful adventurers guild actually was able to give us a fine salvage of pearls, some glass, and some other gems on top of this box right here.
Those are some fine specimens for. What's in the box?
Including this box here, which actually has a bunch of tools, 2 bars of copper, 1 rather oxidized, this silver dagger that's actually in pretty solid condition, and looks like 2 rotting potatoes. What's the bottom?
Rotting potatoes, huh? We should probably throw those.
Go ahead.
Give us the Bryant. Fertilizer could probably be useful, so.
It's not a bad idea.
Not a bad haul.
But, point aside, not too bad.
I will admit I would have preferred more just actual materials, but we can get with what we can get by. So.
A lot of these tools, we can just remove the handles and then start prying them with whatever materials are left.
This is true, but as I said, personally, would have preferred just with raw materials, but I am still grateful. This will help a lot. I'm gonna take them into the storehouse, and I'm gonna organize them, and then I'm probably going to go terrorize some people. We'll see.
Understood.
Have fun, y'all. All right.
How would you feel about getting some dinner?
Ah, Vespa! Hello there! You've caught me as I'm organizing crap that we've dug up from the middle of the ocean, which is pretty interesting.
I mean, we've talked a couple of times so far, but we want to be taking care of the little one. We have to know each other in and out. And I mean that kind of...
How have you been, my friend?
I know how I am, but not in funny fashion.
Good. Have found where rubies and aquamarine will be found.
That's good. You said rubies and aquamarine, right? That's good. Very good. That means you can finally get your enchanting business, relatively stable, yeah? At least for some of them.
Would you like to get dinner?
It's good.
If not today.
All right. Very good.
So we could talk and get to know one another fully. Since we're going to be looking after the little one, it would be best for us to know each other in and out.
Think I may do some organization and then maybe be back outside later.
All right, understandable. I'm doing some organization of my own. Well, more cataloging what has been dredged from the middle of the ocean. See what we can use. I haven't really had the time to get another weapon made. I really had time to make like a single spear, a short spear. If you want to go collect it, it's just somewhere over there. All right. But yeah, it's good to hear from you again, Vespa. Glad to see your headaches have subsided. It's good. Have a good day, Vespa.
Hello.
Hi.
Your name was Red, correct?
Technically.
Technically. I know that you are a part of the Forge, so we are going to be having that meeting in about 10 minutes with all the guilds.
Okay.
If you would like to come, you don't have to. You don't have to come.
It's nice to be informed, especially considering if there's any expeditions, we're probably going to have to mess with y'all's weapons for a moment, especially if they get shattered or something, so.
I'm talking about a more
Of course. Also, once we get into the forest, I have something in mind that I would like you to forge for me.
Sorry, can you repeat that? A little bit of a headache.
Let me turn this way so that way you don't have a headache. Let me turn this way for you. So I would like for you to forge me something, if it's all possible. I would like you to forge me. Now it's gonna sound weird, but I want you to forge me wings.
You know what? This sounds like the best project I've had in a while. Specifications, size, diameter, all of the good stuff. Any material you want them made out of? How detailed do you want them?
Something light. A small crystal core that's able for me to be imbuing my magic into it, so that way I'm capable of fly. You know, out of character, just to show you the design, like this.
Yes, I can see it now. I'm sketching this design. Yes, I see it. What do you think?
That works. I like it.
I should be able to get it to you by well, it depends. You said you want it forged once the forest is open, correct?
Yes, because I don't know because we don't really have that much materials and we don't know what's out there. So having the materials to go out, like grab it, bring it back to you and the others will be better. And also pulls out a crystal shard. I have one of these. I have 6 of them. And I'm wondering if you're able to put it inside, kind of like a gem, to put it inside of it so that way I can imbue my magic into it.
I understand. I've made jewelry before. It will be similar, but luckily we have an artificer, so I can craft the body, whereas I can have him craft the actual magic stuff.
I'm going to get some magic. To have a wonderful time.
Alrighty.
Of course, it's gonna have to wait for a while till we get the materials. Sorry.
Of course.
But yes.
Whenever you get the materials and you're ready to put the order, I shall have it written down the list, and I'll put it as pending.
Of course, I will duly let you know. I am also going to be looking for other people that is going to be into the meeting. Feel free to head on over there. I must
I'll be
be on
heading
my way
around now
for the time
once
being.
I fix my eyes. I'll see you there.
Yes. Maybe turn down your eyes to 50 to 40%.
Oh no, trust me. It's nothing about the area. I assume the Fae have casted some sort of curse on my brain waves, you know, that come in and out to my eyeballs, if you understand what I mean.
Okay, I got you. All right.
Have a good one.
Let you fix your eyeballs.
Which I can understand, which I kind of understand.
I can see again. Right.
So it did take me a while to find that out for myself, and I know it'll take him a while to figure that out whenever it comes to you and me. So.
I don't want to take any of your time, because I won't. So if you need something, I'm going to be at the guild meeting, which should be up there in the Adventurers Guild. And anything, just either send a runner or just call for me. Have a good day, you two.
Understood.
Okay. Morning, sir, bird. Why did I say morning to a bird? Fuck it, whatever. Yeah. Alright then, so now then, where are the stairs?
And
my dear, I'm talking with you. It's fine. Don't worry. Where I came from, I am aware of technology. It's just I'm an artificer, for God's sake. I'm a tiefling. I'm not gonna be sitting messing around with a smartphone.
So,
okay.
Are you? I know
Fair.
I was joking
Okay.
about you whispering sweet nothings to people's ears, but are you actually doing that, Vincent? You know that was a joke, right?
Okay, listen. First off, I'm not whispering sweet nothings into everyone's ears. Secondly,
What are you confused
don't judge me.
It's fine. Have a good day.
everything.
I gotta go. Okay. I fucking hate that portal.
There may be some chaos.
I'm sure she'll
I need to find those fucking stairs. That portal wreaks havoc on this stuff. I fucking hate that.
I might have delusions of grandeur.
Alright, well, I guess I'm going with you because you something about reporting about strange magic.
I think I understand what you're saying, and I hope you don't.
I'm not sure what I'm looking for.
Well,
But it's
I
somewhere
don't know,
up here.
Because,
Erhard has to go to a meeting, so we're just gonna be on the lookout for any.
Well, I would be.
The meeting's now? Okay.
Member of the Ranger. Well,
Yeah, the guild leaders.
I guess just
Morning,
the
Wayne.
Rangers because we're not a guild.
I think the best thing for us to do is just.
It's the earning folio. I can't talk to him right now because I am busy. I'm just gonna head in here real quick. Perfect. There we go.
Hey, Mr. Saya, how are you today?
Hey, I'm good. I got my booze.
10 now. Is that including the Bards Guild that's
There's,
coming
Miss
along?
Yunomi being
Would that be 11?
acclimated
Which will be
to
11.
the
That'd be 11.
town.
Okay.
I see.
At the
I
very
believe
least,
that-
like I said, I'm fine with standing because I'm technically not registered yet.
It shouldn't matter. Everyone should have a seat at the table if they're going to be equals here.
I mean, if there aren't any
would
chairs,
suggest our
if there
first.
aren't any chairs.
I would suggest our first order of business would be to move to the tent, if that would be acceptable to the Defenders Guild. So everyone has a seat.
How many chairs do they
We
have?
Cover it
could
so that everyone's here
move,
first.
Although, it may.
Yes, once everyone shows
yes,
up.
it may be. Tell me, we might have a simple solution to this for now. Do you happen to have any chairs that are invisible upstairs?
Oh,
we have.
We have the spawn chairs
upstairs.
Here.
I see. No, you can just conjure chairs.
Okay,
it's fine.
there's another two chairs.
Is
Okay.
it a lesser chair? Greater chair?
Yeah.
Is
I can
it a
conjure
grand
lesser
chair?
for you if you like, but
Oh, I have a
don't
stone
have the spell
chair.
slots for
Yes.
that, unfortunately, not today.
I mean, it's a pitching chair.
Swarm of
I
chairs.
have a
Do you
stone,
have
but
swarm of
it's
chairs?
it's very hard.
A swarm of chairs.
Swarm of chairs.
I think we're good. I can make you another chair. Yeah.
also steel chair, but that was a completely different
I mean,
spell than summon
I
chair.
mean,
Oh.
what was her name again?
There's
exactly?
mage hand. Is there like a mage chair? Or floating disc?
Lisa said that she was going to bring chairs over.
It uses a similar concept to that
Liza,
summon chair.
right.
Summon
Liza,
lesser
sorry,
chair, summon
currently
chair,
is,
and then summon greater chair.
Ah, okay.
I suppose I could go grab some of the chairs.
And there's
from
also
the tent.
power word share, but again, it's a little bit. That one's a little bit
If
of
you have a really big person, would you need a chair of holding? Would it have like an infinite
I'm trying to
seat on
think
it?
of how that would
Is
be.
that in
like,
specifics
how
to
would that
me,
work?
Nerta? Hi, hello, largest person in the building.
Are you holding the chair? Is that what you're saying?
I must be professional. I cannot say what I want.
No, go on, go
a
ahead.
bag of
Don't worry
holding
about it.
holds things in the bag, so a chair of holding would hold like infinite things sitting on
Chair,
it, right?
Yes, chairs of holding are only for people with large dump trucks.
Yes. When you got the big dumpy.
And you got that.
I just pull up a sofa. I feel like that'd be a lot easier.
What's a dump truck?
It's a mystical construct.
I don't know.
Voluptuous.
It's some sort of golem, I'm sure.
It's the place where your tail
Voluptuous
connects to your
posterior.
body.
Yes.
Oh well.
Posterior.
We don't have
I mean,
tails.
where your
I don't
tail
know
is.
those words.
I think they're talking about our asses.
Mine's not that big.
Posterior.
Can we girl tails?
I never heard of the
is pretty
term
nice,
dump
Mr.
truck.
Lee.
before.
I mean,
It's an
considering
interesting
that,
term for
I'm
it.
pretty sure
I
you
mean,
could.
honestly, that's not a
with the
surprise.
phase help.
It really
It's
is.
like a lingo.
I see.
I mean, like dump truck, wheelbarrow. It's a thing that you use to.
But it's usually meant to carry large, like, it's usually heavy and large.
I see. Wheelbarrow, I'm more aware of.
Yeah.
Hello, Fiswick.
Do
There's like lots of farm work. That's why they say whenever you're doing things with it, that's your plowing, right? That's why.
Yes, yes, yes.
You can keep sitting. I'm fine with standing.
Okay. I'm getting.
There's an extra chair over here.
Yeah, pull up one of
yes,
these
I can.
chairs.
I can summon lesser chair for you.
I mean, you already put it there.
I can create a
And there's also this one.
I like to snap. It makes it
very uncomfortable.
Yeah, it's a summon lesser chair right here.
Pillow.
Can you make like a
You
taller
know what
chair?
make it
Oh, you
easier
did?
is if
Okay.
we had like little
see.
wheels on the bottom of chairs that you could like roll them around.
Give them a booster seat.
That'd be
I
brilliant.
feel like that would be too dangerous for
Ascending chair.
this town.
It would be
Oh,
ascending chair.
it's a thing in my world, whereas
Maybe
it's
I should
yeah,
spend
yeah,
less time
sure, or
thinking
if they're
what
a
we should
child,
make
they
instead of
use
why
a
we should.
However, I
booster
want to
seat
make that now.
Get
Oh,
the height
I know
of
you
the,
would.
An
table
idea is
itself
the
instead of being
most
down.
dangerous thing. the
Maybe
most
you could like
contagious.
summon a
Some
chair
large books
that
on a chair
makes you
to
able
sit
to
on, if
summon
they're
more
small.
chairs at every time.
Exactly.
Like you sit on it, you can summon more chairs. Like I don't know, some sort of
That
like
sounds like
casting
nice.
chair or something.
I get the
Spell of Consecutive Chairs is a banned spell from the Wizard Council.
Wait, what?
And then
Okay,
Adachi
but where's
gave
this
the
wizard
mage guild
console?
5 chairs because they were
I mostly live
powerful.
in the
But in the
forest, so I
darkness,
didn't
she
know.
formed
Is
the
Guild
ultimate
leader?
chair, the one chair to rule them all.
The one chair to rule them all.
But she
Are
had
you
to
a
burn
guild leader or are
cantrip
you
for
just
that,
standing there?
though.
What kind of
Throw it in the
chair magic?
fires.
I think they're co-leaders.
The fires of Mount Carpentry.
Okay. So
He's basically the leader,
A merchant
but
guild?
I basically am the leader.
Okay, got it.
Because, you know, Wayne's Wayne. We
yeah.
don't have to
Wayne's
go in
in
depth
his
about
So
it.
Wayne's World.
Kazu
Party time, excellent.
and who else are we missing?
Kazu relinquished.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. So
Yeah,
it's
representing
yes.
the healers at the moment because Moy is sleeping is Gunther.
Perfect.
okay.
Hello. Excellent.
So who are we missing then?
Uh,
I feel like we're missing. Right, we're
Wasn't
missing
Saya
Maiden?
supposed to be here for
Yes.
Maiden's journey
no, you're good.
thing?
He's
Maiden's
outside.
voyage.
I think.
I
Would
know
we be able to go get him?
the Fighters
Don't-
Guild representative.
I
is
mean, I
also
can go
supposed to
look
be
for
here.
him.
Zeki, I believe his name is.
I
Brian's
haven't
not
seen any of the
also a part of these
fighters.
meetings as well.
I don't
Yeah,
think
Mr.
he-
Oh,
I
he's
haven't seen
sleeping.
He's
part of the fighters.
Oh, unless
Can you
you're
go see if
representing.
he's over at the
Look,
fighters
look.
place?
No, I'm
I'm part of both the Merchants Guild and the Windswept Farms, so I could
Yes,
could
the
represent
Fighters
both of
Guild
them.
is
Yeah,
supposed
he
to
might be
be
at the
yes,
Fighters Guild.
Zeki is supposed to be representing.
I'll go
maybe
check up on the building.
I
Oh,
wanna
no,
leave.
Brian.
I will simply do my own.
It may be a bit It's not well known. I'm not sure, but I spoke with the Fighters Guild leaders earlier. I think Sabrina took over, and ZG
Sabrina,
is
yeah.
also a representative.
My name's Sabrina?
Yes.
Understood.
That's what I've
Damn.
heard, yes.
Okay.
When did that happen? Speaking of which, when did she get back? I
After
haven't seen
the,
her in quite a
I
while.
haven't seen Sabrina in a long time.
Yeah, same.
I just
When
saw
did she
her
get back?
recently. She has a whole new outfit, battle ready. It's interesting.
Pretty
We're
sure I've
talking
seen
about
that one.
wanting to conduct experiments of theirs.
Yeah, that seems about right.
Looking into research on things.
That seems about right, yeah.
Oh, Mr. Red, before the meeting conducts, Mr. Adidas already took care of all of the things, so don't worry about it.
Did he craft you
Adidas,
cage or
I see.
the what's the word? The fucking
That's right, that was his name.
Yeah,
whatever, the spine.
He replaced it with. He replaced the spine with an intricate crystal skeleton to it or something.
Well, you know what? Fair is fair.
It seems to work, so I'm not gonna second guess his fashion abilities.
I mean, I wouldn't either. I don't know the first thing about fashion. I just I make what people tell me to make. Simple as.
No, he
Uh,
told me
pretend
my
it's
dress
like
is
I
good,
suggest
so
waiting
I'll believe
till
him.
10 minutes past the
write
hour.
it down and send it to him.
In the beginning.
So that he can relay it to the fighters.
They were given
Gotcha.
heads up. All of the guild leaders were given heads up. If they are not here, then they probably won't be able to make
Okay,
it.
so
I'd say wait until 10.
if the fighters aren't making it, who?
There's no excuse. We all have
who-
sundials, so we know what time it is.
That is true.
It's sundial time.
Yeah, so if the fighters aren't coming, who are we missing?
Oh, yeah, it'd be really bad if we had a meeting on a cloudy
The only
day.
person that we're missing is
From the farm, but I haven't seen them
Right,
already.
so Bryant.
and
Saya, Bryant,
Bryant's
and
isn't
Sabrina.
here. Yeah, I haven't seen Bryant at all today.
I don't think Bryant
so.
wants to come to these meetings. Last time he tried to run away. He did want to be outside. He did want to be outside of the town. His own thing.
Yeah, so I'm not going to force it for him to join. So if he doesn't want to join, he doesn't want to join. If he does, he does.
The town has kind of burned him in the past, so it is understandable, his position.
Yes.
Indeed.
So,
Wait about 3 more minutes.
see if Saya shows up. And then we proceed, I believe.
I just saw him
Yep.
outside, actually. I'm not sure if he's still out there.
He was drinking, though.
Hey. I could run and find him. I will be back in if I'm not back. I'll be back in 3 minutes if I cannot find him.
I think we have some messengers, maybe.
Alright.
You know, maybe that whole messaging stone idea should probably be expedited at some point.
Yeah,
It does sound
we'll
like a good
workshop
idea.
on that one. Yeah, but that requires some materials, and for each
Which is
guild,
something we're quite
since
low on
there's
at the
now
moment.
going to be 11, so
11 guilds? What's the new one?
Bards. Hi.
Ah, the Bards College. I understand.
Oh, interesting.
I didn't know we had that many bards.
There's at
I don't-
least 5. Like, if we were able to organize for the festival, we would have had a band of 5. But unfortunately, it didn't exactly work.
I know that you're a bard, and I know Julian's a bard. 6. And I know you're a bard, Julian's a
Yeah,
bard.
yeah.
Who's the other 4?
So
Folio
the
is a bard?
band. Yeah, so the band was me, Adagio, Folio, Polka, Kazu, and the red jacket that's with her. Getting his name.
Andy.
Necromancer. Thank
Andy.
you. Yes.
Andy? Yes.
Okay, yep.
I didn't know he was a bard. I thought he was the necromancer.
I mean,
Yeah, I thought he was a
maybe not in
necromancer.
magic,
You know,
but in
sounds
but
like he was the
gonna be part of
necro
the
dancer
band.
to me, to be honest.
Oh.
I think he was flirting.
Hey, that's clever. I like that.
That's a
nice
good one. That's a
necro
good
answer.
one.
My goodness.
Uh,
Being a necro disaster.
Yeah, at the very, basically, there's at least a good handful or so people.
Mm.
Oh,
Yes.
indulge me one more time, but if the defenders had an undead spearman, would it be a necrolancer?
Actually, we did have an undead spearman.
No.
Yeah,
Not
they
sure what
did.
happened to him.
So, yes.
I'll just go under the table now, where I belong.
It's all right. I chuckled. It was
pretty
very
good.
quiet.
I actually very much enjoyed that.
It was good. It was good.
Oh, was it a show?
It was good.
It was cheesy,
I was
but it was
unfortunately
good.
unable to find Saya. I could not see them down below or
I'm
up
just,
above.
I'm just gonna scoot over them.
Unfortunate.
Well, it's well over the 3 minutes, so let's begin. Shall we?
Mm-hmm. Agreed.
So, I will say that we will start from my left, and then we'll go back around to for other people to have their say on the matter. And also form instead of talking over top each other. So we'll start with you to see what information you have obtained.
Right.
Should we start with introductions, just to make sure that everyone knows who's who?
You know what? That's fair.
It's just like the
Do you
academy
mind
all over
starting
again.
to the right, actually? I need to take care of something for a moment.
Are we gonna do an icebreaker too?
I apologize for the interruption, but this is important.
Outside.
Sure.
I'm
Hello
not sure we have
everyone.
the time.
I am Nurta, Druid of the Spores Kobold. I'm here representing the Merchant Guild and our interests in town, as well as I could probably speak somewhat on behalf of the Windswept Farm if it comes down to it. It is a pleasure to be here.
Indeed. Well, I'm Fizwick, current representative of the Alchemical Society of Magical Research, or ASMR. We work mostly with alchemical things, magic, etc., etc. Sure you know what we do in our tower. Continue.
I'm Adagio. I represent the Sages Guild. We run the library, and we do all sorts of research and expeditions and inquiries.
I'm Cadence, and I'm going to be leading the Bards Guild. Basically, mainly music stuff. It's good to organize all that.
Forge Master Red. I'm currently just representing the Seaside Forge. Don't have no guild. We're just the Forge at this point.
Oh, my name is Gunther, second in command. I'm representing Moi for the Healers Guild. And we mostly help out with any injured and supplies with any healing abilities or some such. Yeah.
I'm Isabel. I represent as well of ASMR, ASMR. I mostly focus on the hunting and gathering of said supplies.
And my name is Michael. I am the representative of the Adventurers Guild, along with the Alchemist and wherever the fuck I am in as well. I also was the one that came up with the idea of the guild meeting, and everyone that was there at the moment all agreed that we should have these things.
Makes sense.
Wayne's Wayne.
I'm Wayne.
Wayne is Wayne.
Hi, Wayne.
Hi,
We're
Wayne.
Very
the
good.
Adventurers Guild.
But yes,
I don't know. I don't know what else. I'm a rabbit.
Yeah, you're a rabbit.
And that was Earnhardt of the Defenders, the Defender Guild of defending people from things that need defending.
Well said.
Speaking of,
well, I guess he
here
can
he comes.
himself.
Excellent.
Yes, I am Earhard.
Excellent.
I am one of two representatives of the Order of the Defender, and the purpose of the Order is to, well, safeguard the town and keep the peace as much as possible. I should also state we are by no means any kind of town guard. We just want to make sure that violence is kept to a minimum.
To be fair,
agreed.
Will we even have a town guard without somebody to officially appoint them? Be more like a militia than anything.
Yeah, you got a point there. But yeah, I will not waste you guys' all your time because some of you might be busy. So let's start this meeting, shall we? What information do you have for us, and what we can get for out there, the merchant area?
Okay, speaking on behalf of the Merchants Guild, as many of you know, resources have run a bit scarce due to our being moved to a new area, and we don't have access to the forest, and also there is a barrier in the ocean keeping us from doing ship trading as well. With that in mind, we are requesting that if anybody has metal for things that they are not currently using, that we would gather that and give it to the forge in order for us to take any scraps or anything to be repurposed into something that may be able to help us generate more resources. So please speak to your guild mates and see if there is any unused metals or any other resources, but mostly it's easy to recycle the metal things than that. And see if we can put together something for maybe the adventurers guilds and other guilds that go out for when that time comes and it opens up. Speaking on half of the Windswept farm, we are still trying to cultivate more things. Right now we have very limited. We've got the chimkins, the corn, some fruits. The cotton is still growing. So when we do go out into forest, which may happen before the next meeting, see if maybe we can trade with the forest, because of course, be careful not to take things without giving back. And get us more things that we can start growing on the farm, and then we could be more easily sustained. Outside of those two things, speaking from myself personally, I do have information on what happened with the portal back in like 7,000 years ago. Would any of that information be relevant to this meeting, or is that outside the scope of what we're talking about today?
Whatever information works. If it's accordingly to the portal that we all came through a few weeks, months ago, then maybe that there will be a small connection to that. So if you have information, do say it.
Okay. The what I know, I got information from one of the little shadeling creatures in a deal I made, where I had access to the memories of one of the mages that first created the portal to show up here in what's now Sundial. I will not sugarcoat it. The replication seems to be very difficult. They had at least 30 archmages, a whole bunch of magical artifacts, and the cast for it was extremely long and difficult. And once it was opened, it still required about a dozen of them to maintain the opening of the portal. So my concerns primarily are to get back home, and I recognize that that means that this is a very large hurdle for us to come over, but I am still trusting that we can achieve that one day. But I wanted to tell you that as it sets sort of an overarching goal for anyone who cares to reopen the portal for getting home, that we have a lot of work head out for us, but there is hope.
Good to know. Very interesting.
Good to know, actually, yes.
That is, that actually makes me feel better about staying in this place.
Indeed.
And on that point, before I concede my seat, I would like to speak to you, Miss Adagio, after the meeting, if you have time.
Absolutely.
Thank you. I will now concede my speaking role.
Absolutely. Okay. Wow. Following that up, my goodness. Well, essentially, for the ASMR, we would essentially echo a lot of the similar sentiments you've made. Dwindling resources are becoming a major issue. I know for a fact we don't have many of our magical herbs currently at the moment. I think there are some growing at the farm right now. At least I think I saw the cornflakes. That's a big one, and the flash puds as well. So for some of the adventurers, when we do get out there, it's good to have those materials, as those are very good for rations and survival on their own. But as such, I would like to express perhaps if anyone has any materials, magical or otherwise, that they have had held over from the prior town. If you'd be so willing to lend them to us, so that we might potentially be able to make things to help around town. I do also actually have some cornflakes still cultivated if, let's say, goodness forbid, we end up running a bit low on supplies. They make for very good porridge. Not the tastiest things, but essentially they work that way. The Healers Guild as well. We can use them, potentially the liquid within as a powerful antiseptic. It's very alcoholic. Makes for good booze too. That's, other than that, not too much to report on that I've found out about other than, well, what most of us know. Resources are low. We need a way into the forest. Seems like that's already mostly been resolved. I had done my help with there was an axe being worked on, from what I've heard. Something about
It'll be done
yeah.
tomorrow.
I see.
Yeah, it's
Well,
a sleepy
complete
axe.
tomorrow.
It needs its rest.
I assumed it's one of those situations where everything was kind of in place and just the magic needed to work its way through. That does happen sometimes. Other than that, I don't think we have too much to go on. I absolutely concede my seat, Mr. Daggio, if you'd like.
We don't have too many updates on our end. Mostly it's just reinstating stuff for intellectual and moral purposes around town. Or morale. Words are hard today. My apologies. Brain's not working. We are going to reinstate the book club. Try to do that at least once or twice every day or so, every other day. As well as we have been researching into the local areas, resources, and mysteries that have been popping up, such as the different riddles. We are the Sages Guild, and if you need any help, just like usual, the library is open 24/7.
Actually, could you elaborate on the riddles? That might be wise to bring up here, because some of us might not know too much about it.
So yesterday we were given a riddle by the Fae. The riddle entailed finding different magical artifacts that could be used as crafting materials for an axe. The idea being to open the portal that is the tree in the pool up at the top. The axes, we've finished the riddle. I believe it was left by the Fae to allow us to get into the forest. And now we're just waiting for the crafts to get complete. There's also a few other riddles around town. One from the Defenders Guild, which I've been enlightened upon, as well.
Yes.
As a few others. Mostly just working them out, exploring, inquiring, stuff like that. Nothing too big in terms of developments. But talk with me after class or after meeting, and we can figure stuff out.
It is just like the academy, all over again.
Just like the simulations.
Watch those
on top of that, we do have a new member of town who is unable to speak Common. They are able to understand. But we are also at the Sages Guild working on helping them with integrating into town with that sort of issue.
I thought that
and
was
if
a
you have any
badger.
others... Badger?
Oh, yeah.
Is it the bear?
Not a fucking badger,
No.
Wayne.
No.
I believe it's
I
an
want to say
investment,
about
yeah?
this tall.
Purple
Cat
hair?
or something like that. About
The badger?
Tall,
Do you mean
where's
the
blue?
bear?
Big sky.
no, it's
No,
black.
it's a badger, no.
Black hair.
Sir Lawrence.
What was it? Black hair and then
Hi,
blue clothes.
Lawrence.
Blue clothes, black hair, the big blue sky.
Aye.
You're fine.
okay.
I'm sure that the Fae was taking you. It's
I'll just have to make
completely
up a
fine.
batch of tardy sauce later.
No, I was fishing.
Not again.
You're fishing.
Mm-hmm. It's
Yeah, I
important.
I like fishing. I don't really.
Things that have been discussed so far. Nerta actually may have information as to the escape from this place. Fizwick has more on certain magical qualities and their crafts. And then I was just going over the different riddles that we have found so far, as well as different things to help boost morale. With the dwindling resources. Oh, and the axe too. The way to get into the forest.
Mm-hmm.
You are
The
caught up.
dead wife vibrating lemon axe.
Yes, the dead wife.
Yes,
I still don't understand
I
that
don't even
first
know
part.
where
Again?
we
I
even
saw the
came
limit.
to that.
Yeah, I know.
So
I came into that
he
whole
danced.
parade. I don't know what
to that
happened.
conclusion.
It's a joke.
It's a joke.
It's a joke.
are we
It's
sure?
a pretty,
Is
pretty
Alexander's
interesting
dead
joke.
wife.
Yes. No, we're not talking about Alexander. We're talking about John,
No, we're
Longnose.
talking about long
Long
nose.
nose, John.
Long nose.
Different dead
Long
wife?
nose,
Okay,
When
I
he says
understand
it's a
now.
joke, he keeps repeating it.
But, Adagio, do you have anything further to say?
I rest, and I pass the stick to you. Or, there's no stick, but you have the floor, my dear.
Yeah. So, Bard's Guild's not exactly much important stuff for the safety or whatever of the town, but music, telling tales, that kind of stuff. I do think that we as a group should probably organize properly organize an expedition if we're going to go tomorrow, the next day, or whatever. Who's going? All that kind of stuff. Yeah. If you want music, talk to me.
Good to know.
Is it magical?
It can be, depending on the bard. I have magic. I don't exactly know how to properly use it entirely right now. But others do.
So from the forge side, there's not too much that hasn't been happening with the other crafters and the other merchants. We're currently pretty stocked on more, common materials. We got copper, we got tin, we have some zinc lying around. What we're currently hurting for is steel and iron, obviously, for obvious reasons. But if you need something forged out of steel, armor, plates, weaponry, we are seriously running low on that. So there's probably not going to be much weaponry forged, or armor for that matter, for quite some time until we get a relatively stable source of steel. Also, speaking of which, Viswick, so I know I did some work with you before. You need magical components, correct? I suppose that goes for everybody else who uses magical components and all that. We currently have been getting an influx of gems that I believe I've had Vincent's been imbuing with elemental magic or something. So we currently have an abundance of that.
Oh. Excellent. Yes, we'll definitely speak more on that after this meeting, because there's a couple of
I thought it was
things.
the
I have
artificer,
someone
right?
who's been looking for things like that.
The artificer, yeah.
My apologies. I do have one more thing to add. One of the members of the Sages Guild has been farming a sort of energy crystal. She's a specialist in. So if anyone needs any sort of mana energy crystals, we may have those in abundance, but again, they're pretty low in terms of how much we have. We had to start from scratch, essentially. That is all.
Alright, understandable. Other than that, I don't think there's much else we have to say from the forge side, to be honest. Give the floor to you.
As representing Moi from the Healers Guild, as far as I've been informed, all the contracts regarding with I believe the Venturing Guild and I believe you guys is a guild as well. They all been in same standing, nothing changed so far. As far as anything else, I believe we're just same as everybody. It looks like that we're just a little low on supplies, and would love to have some more. And any herbs or any kind of such. I've been collecting a few flowers and such to make some, but as far as I'm concerned, and that's all we have for information as of sorts. Please contact us.
Alright, from the expedition side of Asmer, I have a lot of news. Currently, earlier today, I was going on an expedition near the coast to get some seaweed and coral and stuff like that. Then I decided to delve further, and I've seen, with a witness to this, ruins. The bubbling in the ocean is actually a giant skull. Ruins, shipwrecks.
Skull. That's interesting.
Flowers that seem to look like they would come from the land, but really are from the sea. That look completely off to our normal flowers.
He pulls out.
As well.
He pulls out flowers on the table that what she is describing, which is purple that is in the water. Purple flowers.
As
we eat
well
them?
as
Wait,
I do not
hush.
know.
I
But-
know I'm not an official member of anything yet, but I've put in my paperwork to be the leader of the Crafters Guild, which is soon to be made. Am I allowed to sit in on the meeting, or should I leave?
Here, I'll scoot over. On this chair that's
More than
here.
happy to come. Come on over.
Come on,
Okay, thank you.
12.
As well as with the ruins, shown that possibly as there is a broken bridge near the farm, that this probably could have been not originally from the sea. There are plenty of fish, crabs and turtles. There's more than just the one big turtle. There's plenty, and turns out that big turtle that's bigger than this table is just a baby. As well as we ventured, as me and Michael ventured further, we discovered the edge of our protection, as there is more past that.
Out towards sea.
The barrier, right?
Is it sea out there, or is it
There's
more of a lake?
well, there's
Ocean?
more. There is more ocean, as it looks to
Okay.
be of shipwrecks past the barrier, as well as just many other materials and possibly food that can help with our food situation, as well possibly more materials for the Asmer. And well, there's enough bones there to possibly make bone meal and probably help with the farm. So possibly our food issue could be resolved. As there's many shipwrecks, there's probably more boxes of probably stuff that probably your guild can handle. As well as I recommend an expedition into the waters.
That could be interesting.
I think that would be prudent.
I agree.
Well said. Wow.
Very useful information.
I have a quick thing. Apologies, but so you said question. So are we able to go past that barrier, or is it like in the previous town where we could go past? We just like can be killed after there, or can we just not leave past that
Well-
part of the ocean?
For that, we didn't touch it due to the fact of we didn't know what it can do. Saying that this is a new location, who knows? Maybe it could do nothing. Maybe it can. I don't know. If I put my hand in it, my hand will disappear. Probably burn off. Who knows what that
Understandable.
The actual thing can do outside.
Understandable.
So I'd recommend expedition at least look further into said ruins, as well as the bone that is still bubbling after probably looks to be many years dead. Find out what it is, as well as just more investigation on the barrier. Probably learn more about it. And our
Isn't
location.
that a worm skull, from what I remember hearing?
I believe Jojo said it was like a dragon's skull.
Like a
That's
worm
what I came up to
wyvern.
with the
Wyvern?
horns.
Mm-hmm. Something along those lines.
Oh, like the Diablos?
No, that's a wyvern.
Maybe.
Oh. Okay.
It really depends. Do we have the rest of the body to determine which, I guess, classification of Drea it is?
I assume we probably have to look in the ocean to find it.
For that,
see.
we found the head, but there's multiple rib cages and stuff like that for there to be us unsure, as it does not look like a rib cage for that size of a head.
I see. In that case,
Hmm.
it would technically just be a dragon. I do not know. Apologies.
Whereas
I
the
didn't
rest of
mean
the
to
body,
interrupt.
we do not know.
It's fine.
And for that, you have the floor.
Really quick, do we actually know what happened to that crystal dragon that flew over the old town? Continue. Or did it just disappear?
I remember that.
I don't know where it went, but I know what it is.
There was a dragon that flew over
Yeah.
like twice.
Oh, lovely.
The dragon that flew over the town, I was told by Miss Jinico, was the mount that her mom rides on.
Interesting.
What? She
And
has a
who's
giant
Jinico?
crystal dragon to ride on?
One of the Fae.
Jinico was
They
the
pose as a representative.
acting representative of
Actually,
the summer
now
court.
I'm just remembering.
I'm sorry.
One more thing. Since we moved to this new town, a lot of things has changed. One of the things that did not change, as I was with Michael with this as well, there's a possibility that some of the forest actually is in the ocean, as well as we saw a log that looks really familiar to what was in the old forest, the one that we would cross as a bridge. That is underneath the ocean as well.
Oh.
Interesting.
Intriguing.
And with that,
How much
I'll
of
give
the
the
old town
defenders.
here then? Interesting.
I've remembered something I want to bring up, but I'll wait until we finish with everyone else before I decide track anybody.
Yep, same here. I'll wait until everyone's finished. Sorry for just popping in.
It's alright.
You're fine.
I have also several things to talk about. Recently, as in just today, if anyone has seen the duck that's been flying around, the very large one. For
Yes.
anyone who doesn't know, that duck
The one that
was
goes
once,
invisible?
Yes, that duck was once connected to Alexander, another member of the town, with an eye patch and long hair. But they became detached a while ago. It's come back now. It's much larger than it was before, and apparently, it's developed a new form. Some of the other members of the Defender, I had go look into it, and it's turned into some chaos creature that looks a lot like Alexander. And it's apparently its goal is to spread as much chaos as possible around the town.
Oh, great.
I'm not sure for what purpose, but I advised the other members that if you were to run into it, to simply not consent to any magic that it is trying to thrust upon you, and to be wary of it. But yes, well, Adagio.
I assisted with the separation of. Their name is Space. They like to be referred to as Space. Space from Alexander. Space is a being of pure chaos and void mana. Touching them will cause adverse effects, so please refrain from petting the duck. And I did also feel a shift. They are getting a little bit more powerful. It's not incredibly concerning and inside the protection of the town, so long as you don't consent. However, leaving the town, like we intend to do for our expeditions, may be a different story altogether. Personally, I also subscribe to both Void and Chaos. I might be able to assist with dealing with any sort of complications that'll arise. That'll be.
Should we put out a warning? Should we put out a warning on the board for the rest of the townsfolk?
Absolutely.
Probably.
I think that's a good idea.
Yes. That'd be wise.
That's
to be
a really
honest.
great idea.
I will admit. Sorry, go ahead.
For the second thing on the agenda, we had spoken with Bryant, the Defenders. Me and Liza had gone to speak with him, and in order to build good reputation with the town again, we have taken it upon ourselves that if there's anyone that is going to cause any harm to town with the consent of Bryant, or harm to the farm with the consent of Bryant, that we would personally be called in to dissuade any harm, and that we should advise the town to not cause any further harm to his farm, to try to build good relations with him again.
Agreed.
Makes sense.
Definitely, we do not
Yes.
want any danger.
A logical course of action.
Please.
Mm-hmm.
And for the final part, it is going back to the riddle that Adagio spoke of before. I believe this is mainly focused for the defenders, but it is good to branch out and let people know and see if anyone has information that could be useful. There is a rock up in front of our tents in the center of our camp area. And inside of the rock is one of those strange crystals with the creation magic inside of it. After I had interacted with it, I had a strange dream the night before, or the night after, that is still ringing true in my mind, that had discussed something along the lines of proving our devotion to the campground by showing kindness, showing courage, and spreading glory in, I'm not sure if it's the defender's name, or just by good action alone, but yes.
It appeared to be more focused on the defenders and their the
yes.
organization.
Yes, it specifically mentioned the grounds that we were camping upon.
So, when you talk about a strange crystal thing, are you talking about the material that seems to replace a lot of random tools around the town with, the green stuff?
Yes.
Interesting.
I mean, you can see it in the rock right in the middle of the camp.
My favorite hammer was placed with this stuff. So, I'm so curious as to what it does. But
has a crystal attached to it. There's a inside of one of the kitchens. There is actually a crystal attached to a knife of the same make. And there seems to be many of them spread around town. If anyone knows anything more about these crystals, because they may be different from one another, but it'd be good to look into them. It may just be gifts from the Fae.
Oh, do you by chance have you said there's a knife with some crystal growing out of it. By chance would I be able to take that to potentially study it? See if maybe we can figure out what these are?
Yes, I believe it's facing the rainbows. It's to the west, in one of the smaller buildings near the forge, that has a crystal knife in it. Or it's like it's more like a weird contraption. I'm not exactly sure what it is. You could look into it.
I know
as
what it
well.
is, Facebook. I can leave it to you after the meeting.
Oh, absolutely. Please do. I'd like to study that. See if we can figure out what's going on with those crystals.
But beyond that, that should be everything on my end so far.
Okay.
We haven't spoken at all. Do you have anything to present?
As far as what she has already said, I don't have to worry about the barrier that's in the water itself and the ruins. There was also one thing that she also forgot was these strange. I really don't know what they are per se. They kind of look like crystals. I dubbed them as crystals, but they could just be corals underwater. But they seem to be like the crystals from the walls back in the old town itself, like the shards, and it spreads out. But
like the light crystals?
It could just be basically the thing that was behind Moi's house. Those crystals.
Oh, okay.
But other than that, there's really nothing much down there other than the weird flowers that I've shown you, the crystals, the barriers. Though we are going to need several expeditions. First off, I would like us to start off with the ocean first to see if we can get a team together to grab the supplies that's down there and see, or just basically bring it up. And then later on, when we get the time and the manpower, we go out to the forest and we have more people to do some exploration out there as well. Because
I actually have something regarding the forest expedition. You are all aware of I forget her name already. Our Fae friend, one with the wooden appendages that helped us with the
Eska. Yes.
scavenger hunt. Eska, yes.
Yep.
Yes. After talking with her a little bit today, it apparently came to my attention that she has the title of gardener of the forest. So I think bringing her along specifically would be prudent to helping things along, as apparently the forest itself is under her jurisdiction, protection, or care.
I did have a conversation with her today, and she seems to hold no authority over the other creatures of the forest. She does have a family of flower kin or something that she takes care of in the forest, but she did warn us that we may face dangers out there that she has no control over. Though I do still think she would be important to take on the expeditions regardless.
Yes.
Adagio?
The Sages Guild will task ourselves with exploring the protection spell here, the barrier, and those things as well, making sure that the mechanics are similar to the ones previously mentioned from the old town, distributing any information or new developments as they come. So we'll be exploring both the sea and the forest when it opens tomorrow.
Okay. Other than that, yeah, bringing her into the forest will be very important. As far as the gathering people into the forest for that expedition, I'd say about to keep a minimum and don't want to die out the town. I say about 5 people along with her, which makes 6 on the expedition, just so that way we don't bleed out the town of its people.
It's understandable.
I have something I'd like to comment on here. Unfortunately, as soon as that forest is open, I'm sure there's going to be a lot of people who want to explore it. So I think worrying about getting the town won't be much of an issue, because I know that a lot of people will be excited to go out there and see it. Not only that, but to see what kind of materials they can get. So, to help fight against that sort of thing, I think we, as collective guilds, should organize separate expeditions for tomorrow. And each
So
guild
multiple expeditions then.
Separate groups.
Yeah.
This is what
that works.
This is what we've been gathering items to prepare
forest
for.
Will be, seeing as that the forest will be new and open and people will want to explore it, we're going to need to try to contain ourselves in small teeming groups while we set out there.
Do we want to have sign-ups then? People can sign up for what expeditions they want to go on? Or go ahead.
Sorry, you go first.
So, with the forest and the ocean, I'd recommend probably start with the ocean first, as well. Well, if we continue with the ocean, there's plenty of fish and plenty of at least some sort of something. So our food shortage is possibly no longer, and so we can take a shorter, slower time with the forests, as well as for supplies, we'd more likely gather from the ocean, as that is the more safer option.
I would also like to note that the ocean can be apologies.
The ocean is a guaranteed option. The forest, we don't know how long we have with it.
Until it changes.
I believe the forest should be given priority in this case. I do believe the ocean is important, but the forest definitely should be given priority.
Adagio?
The forest should be given priority when it opens. However, we can explore the ocean today. Correct?
Yes.
And as for the organization of these, I believe that the leaders should talk with their guildmates and organize their own expeditions, yes, but we cannot control those who are individual or outside or otherwise. We cannot control the people of Sundial. If they would wish to explore, they can. It will be at their own peril, but that is not something we should restrict. Instead,
We should
we
probably
just
mention that on the board as well.
Exactly. Instead, we should focus
Mhm.
more on our own guilds and how we are going to handle what we get from the expeditions that we decide to embark upon.
Yes.
But
But even
having
making yourself a small list of goals for your expedition.
Because controlling folks and having sign-ups for just going out of this somewhat of a cage into more expansive territory, I believe restricting their... I do not wish to bind anyone to this place. If they wish to step out, they can step out.
Agree. So we'll just leave it like that and have our guilds for our own expeditions then. Yes.
Exactly. More focused
So-
sorts of things rather than ad hoc. Sorry.
I would. So yes, we should organize groups and probably have it be mostly our own guilds. But you two have the most fighters, like proper fighters. So I personally would feel a little better if we had like one or two of your guilds spread amongst the other groups.
I agree. I was actually going to offer that if anyone does want to venture into the
understandable.
forest, but they don't feel confident, they can call upon the defenders to have guard while you're out there.
It's the
That'd be very
same goes
This
with
is
me.
exactly what we've been gathering supplies
if you
with.
guys need healers, yeah. And if you need healers, I can assist in that matter for the other guilds as well, and along with the healers itself.
Yes.
My apologies. I do
but
believe we are missing...
most likely.
Sorry.
No,
But we were
continue.
missing one guild here that's the Couriers Guild. I think enlisting their assistance to talk among the different explorers and groups that are embarking into the forest might be prudent
Yes.
in making sure that everyone feels safe and has backup just in case things go awry.
Should we go
Yes.
grab
See if we
Fee
can
then?
get it.
And
I believe we
Yeah.
could probably talk to them after this meeting. I do not wish to
Okay.
interrupt
Yeah.
to go grab one person.
Yeah.
You can go talk to him.
Speaking
We
of the
probably should include
expedition,
them on future meetings as well.
Absolutely.
For the expeditions, I will admit I probably won't be making one for my own. So I think I'll just focus on. If you need something crafty, like a specific sort of equipment, I can get that myself and some of the mates working on that right quick. Yeah, if you need specific
see.
I
anything
would
built, we
say-
can make it for the expedition.
I would suggest getting a list of things that your forge would be able to make quick use of, things that you're looking for, running low on. That way, anyone who is making embarking out into the forest, if they come across it, they can provide it back
Let
to
me
you.
make a proposition. Let's delay the opening of the forest one day and take all of tomorrow to gather supplies for our expeditions. Set goals for ourselves individually and as groups. And then 2 days from now, at the strike of the third hour of the morning, aka right at the beginning of session, we'll set out in the forest for the first time.
Do we want to make it at the end of the session?
idea.
Or that at the end of the day?
And make it cool and
That-
cinematic.
I mean, sure. It doesn't give
Yeah.
us as much time to explore, though.
Precisely. We'll do it at the beginning of the day then, in the
Yeah.
morning. So we'll take
Like
all of
first
tomorrow
hour?
to prepare.
End of the first?
Yes. Sure. Let's do that. So we can
Gives
gather
time
up
people
for
time
an hour.
to.
Get
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yes.
Get something in their
Mhm.
stomachs. Get their supplies ready. And then we'll head out
Mhm.
after that.
And wake them.
Sounds
Many
good.
people are sleepy at the beginning of the day.
Alright.
Yeah.
I second that movement.
Mm-hmm.
It sounds like a plan.
No, that's true.
I agree.
I agree on that.
I agree.
And
It would give me a lot of time to just prep
Yeah.
stuff. On temporary camp by then. To the forest, yeah.
so for the crafters, if you don't want to make your own group, I suggest divvying up people that can harvest. stuff, because I would say some amongst you are the best to be able to harvest the kinds of things that you want.
Right.
You know, it's
So,
I will probably go out myself. Go ahead.
No, you go ahead. My apologies. I didn't mean to interrupt.
No, you're fine. I will probably go out myself, as I think I mentioned before to the other sages. Magic is not something I have innately back where I'm from, and something's been developing. An ore sense of some kind, at least. I can sense where, if I think on it, specific ores or minerals. If I think hard enough on it, I can sort of detect in the earth how far away they are and where they can be located. I will probably head my own expedition.
That's perfect.
For the crafters. If nothing is for you guys as well, I know if you need extra materials, we need a quarry. We need something we can get building materials from. Absolutely.
Yeah.
That will be my goal.
In railings.
I will say
that will be my goal.
If you're making your ore expedition, you can count me signing up. As far as I can tell, I'm the only person in the in the seaside forge that has any foraging and/or mining capabilities. Just for what I've been told, anyways. So I'll probably be heading with you.
I mean, when it's all said and done, you're going to be part of the guild as well. So.
I've been digging holes my whole life. I can dig. I can help with that.
I have some
yes.
magic, so that could help maybe.
Okay.
Yeah.
We can discuss this later. We can discuss tomorrow's for planning.
Sure,
we can
yeah,
discuss this tomorrow. Sorry.
Sure.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah,
we got all day tomorrow to
proposition.
talk about it.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Perhaps we've been thinking about it a bit wrong. Perhaps instead of guilds going out together, we could use this as an opportunity for inter-guild relations. Maybe
Absolutely.
Collaboration.
I like that a lot.
Of course. Yeah. Of course, that's what all of this is for, regardless, is cooperation between the guilds.
Yeah.
Why keep it to just one?
Experience sundial with people you don't normally experience it with.
Absolutely.
Yeah, interact with more people, new people or people that's been here for a while, and try to have that bond together. Yeah,
we don't want the cliques to just stick to their own people.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But that's a really great idea.
Putting it, but yes.
Stuff like this will definitely help going forward as less corruption, as more unity for the town.
That's right.
In that case, then why don't we go back to our guilds after the meeting concludes, think about these things, and then tomorrow during those preparations, we decide who from each guild is going to go on this collaborative expedition and what the key things we're searching for are. That way we have it very clearly laid out who will be there and what we're looking for, and that way everyone can arrive at the same time and get this going very quickly.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Sounds like a plan to me.
I like that.
Yeah. But before we stray too far off, there are two other people that did show up that has information. Lawrence, the conversation that we discussed with earlier, with the scurvy, and how that's going to be an issue.
I believe the expedition will help alleviate that. I've seen that there's plenty of things out there in the forest that we'll have to take note of and that sort of thing. I'm sure that we can collect resources that will help us on that end.
Okay.
I don't believe that'd be an issue for too long.
No. But we do want to take care of it as soon as possible. We don't want to delay that.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Okay. You.
Do you have anything to say about your the Crafters Guild? You did arrive late.
Any supplies that you need, stuff like that.
Oh, right. I just did the paperwork today, so technically not official yet. That'll probably happen tomorrow.
Yeah.
I
mean that technically is us too.
I need to let the other members know that it's actually happening, So I will speak with them and get a list of things. I know John Waypoint saying that he wanted leather-wise specifically out there, so let's put that on a list, something he can work with. For myself, obviously, quarry, stone, something I can work on for whatever needs or repairs or construction would arise here in Sundial, either be new buildings or bridges or whatever. For you, or whenever you would need it, I figured you would probably want a steady supply of whatever, like some like copper, steel, something of that regard.
Oh yeah, you weren't here, so I'll just rehash it. Basically, we have an overabundance of copper right now and the tin. We have some zinc somehow. I don't know where they got it from, but they got it. We're currently basically pretty much out of all other materials. Iron, obviously, for obvious reasons, and we're very dangerously low on steel, workable steel. So we're gonna need that at some point. And also a thing that I completely it slipped my mind. My apologies, but the abundance of gems. We also work with gems nowadays in glass, as we have acquired a glass blower and an artificer, respectively, for the forge.
Right. Right. Julian's also gonna be part of the Crafters Guild, so stuff for him to work with would be good.
Different glass blower, but you know.
Different glass blower.
I apologize to interrupt, but one thing that we have not discussed is our contribution back to the forest from what we take. And I would suggest, since I don't believe this place is cursed in the same way the last one was, with steel ore, I believe that potentially offering to take their iron, the stuff that hurts them, and give them more lands for forest growth and places that they can be, might be a good trade-off. Just something to consider.
That is pretty smart. I mean, when we go to the expedition, I could ask them.
That, in 2 days, rather than a gathering bit, how about we just stick to scouting and exploring, and leave material gathering for in the future. Yes. Samples are
remapping the place.
Right.
That sort of thing.
And
okay, yeah, that might not be a bad idea.
And when it's also related to me that apparently the forest changes on occasion. I don't know if this has been brought up yet. Like the actual forest changes. So, okay, yes.
It was the same way back in the previous town.
Oh, I wasn't aware.
It may or may
mind
not. Oh, wait, it has been stated here that it changes?
Yes.
That's kind of what the Fae they do with the forest. The Fae change it around every once in a while to keep
like one day it's a large field, then the next is a bustling forest. A complete change of landscape. So, just something to consider.
Intriguing.
Absolutely.
All right. Is there any last thing that anyone want to say?
So,
I do have a little bit more.
Quick thing.
You go.
I'm gonna talk with Adagio and like the other sages about potential like groups to organize, and then like we can come back tomorrow, like first hour or so, to like make sure we're all on the same page.
Yeah.
Sure.
Makes sense.
Yeah, that works.
Okay.
Sounds good.
I just want to go over. No. So we have one announcement we want to make specifically according to the duck. Who wants to make that announcement?
Don't touch him.
No one does. I can.
Don't touch the duck. We talked about that.
Don't touch. Don't make any magical dealings. Basically,
I'll
if no one wants to, I can.
Right.
You want to do it?
Yeah.
Make the announcement.
I'll make the poster for that one, for the duck. Yes.
Okay. And was there anything else we wanted to announce today to rest of the populace, or was that the only thing?
Delay of a day.
Just wait.
Apologies, go ahead.
Okay.
I heard from a reliable source that would wish to stay anonymous, that is outside of the town, that the previous town is a smoldering crater now. And so if there was anything left in town, apparently, if it didn't get transported here, it is probably not there anymore. Additionally, I've seen nearly everybody from the old town here, but I am still missing Miss Akko. If you're familiar with Miss Akko, she still has not been seen since the festival. So I would greatly appreciate it if you heard or seen anything from her.
Was she that one archer lady?
Along with that,
I wonder if she got teleported out of the
Yeah.
forest.
Yes.
Probably. Yeah.
Yeah. She's got like a cat tail and cat ears, and she's very ranger-like too. So, is there
Make a
anyone
note
else
to look
who's
out
been
for her.
missing since the festival?
Oh, the Adagio.
Or is
What
she
about
the only one?
Mochi's friend, the one that was staying near your bed the whole time?
Octavia, yes. She was
Octavia.
missing as well. She was missing for quite some
Octavia
time
as
before
well?
that. She was, yeah.
Oh.
I don't think
I'll
there's
make a
anybody
note to
missing
keep the lookout for
that I
them,
know
too.
of.
I know that yesterday Mr. Oberon showed up, but I did hear from the source that after the festival, Miss Shiva, Miss Lyriel, and Miss Jinico are still around too. So we do still have our connection to the different Fae courts. I'm just assuming they are taking their time with showing themselves around here. For whatever Fae reasons that they have. But I wanted to make that known that their presence is still something that we should expect to see.
Understood.
Hmm.
Lyriel is representative.
Yeah, during the festival, she was pointed out as being the Autumn Court representative.
Yep.
Understood.
Then they banished the big snake or something.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Nathan or whatever. I don't know.
But I do. That was all the information I was able to get from outside the town, though, from this source.
I see.
Okay.
Thank you.
If there isn't any last less comments or anything like that.
Nope, go ahead.
In the what's the word I'm looking for? I'm actually out of words. Hold on.
Any food?
For order's sake and record keeping's sake, if you have not registered your guild with me officially, please see me after this. We have lots of paperwork for you to fill out. Otherwise, I will be subpoenaing you with community service. Thank you.
Or?
Duly noted.
Okay.
You can.
I will send you a
write
list
me
of the
down for
members
that.
that said yes afterwards. I'll send you a list of members
I know
that
who
said
has
yes.
them.
So. Okay.
Yeah.
Alright.
Understood.
If that is all, then meeting's adjourned. Everyone could go about their day.
Good meeting.
Good meeting.
Break. Let's go to stand up.
Oh,
God.
I was sitting down for so long today.
God. Oh, my back.
Standing up the entire time.
I know I was joking about it being just like the academy, but my ass hurts so much. Oh.
Your ass is huge for that little chair. That's why you need a bigger chair.
Hey.
Very true.
Thank you.
I'll probably have to do it.
I work on it.
Listen, you got fat ass. That guy, someone's gotta acknowledge it.
A large barrel, I think is what they called it. Wheelbarrow? Yes. Dump truck.
They called it a dump truck, I think. Is what they said.
Man, you can put the crates on that thing. Damn!
But, if you're free now, Red, I'd like to have a quick discussion with you.
Sage just gotta meet up.
Oh, I did not realize we
Yes,
do this
actually,
much
I am free.
You
Okay.
probably talk with the crafters.
Delegating that to
Yes,
we'll talk
I will
at some
do
point with the
that.
crafters. We'll talk about the crafters guild
Yes,
after
yes.
some point. Go with us today.
I need to find all of them, and I need to. Someone should talk to Fee as well, or the other couriers.
Fair. Sir Earhart, if you can walk and talk with me real quick.
We
Fizwick,
plan tomorrow. I need to let the crafters know that
so I can show you the thing.
are actually happening.
Whenever you're ready, whenever you're free. Meet me by the forge whenever you're done.
Oh, I mean,
Yes, it would.
we can start now. Do you have like a pack to put that in? We can maybe get
Rest of your day, everyone.
that, taken care of quickly.
Of course. Thankfully, someone helped me dry everything when I went to the ocean. So I should be fine.
Excellent, excellent. Yes. Now the gems, and I also need to see you about that gentleman's arm. Is your work done with that?
One moment. Yes, it is actually. All right,
Good,
Sir Earhart.
good.
Ready to go.
Yeah, let's hit it. Let's knock this all out.
All right. Sir Earhart, just to let you know,
He wants to go talk to the
we'll
couriers.
talk in a bit. I'll make sure I actually make time for you. I gotta lead them to the thing to check out the crystal, and then I need to get some Fizwick to help.
Fizwick, finally, I found you.
Arm work again.
Hello.
Meeting is done.
How are you doing, friend? How are you doing, Zay?
That's why.
Lawrence.
Unless you want to walk and talk with me, we can like stay in the same area.
You know, there is
doing the
two
Alchemist
fresh.
Guild.
It's fine. I'll come find you in a bit. I should speak to you. Yes, I should speak to the other members of the order real
So,
quick.
we'll get you signed up.
When I'm done, then I'll meet you at the tents.
Yeah.
Thank you. Oh my goodness, it's heavy. This is a lot of paperwork that we have to actually get done. If you could start
Most likely, I mean,
filling in as much as you can on
they're
that,
about to
that
eat
would be a
some
great deal of help
Brian's,
for us, and I really appreciate it, Terry. Thank you. I have a lot to get done right now. But thank you. Hey, listen, welcome to the guild.
Yes, out of character. What is it? It's just like a interview form. I'm dying.
It's basically just like boring paperwork.
Yeah, there was like.
Apparently, it's just a lot of
Okay.
stuff that's made official.
We let the other one go.
Okay.
I don't know how many of them there are
the guild.
around here.
Paperwork.
Gotcha.
The main reason I'm not making a guild.
Excellent. You work with paper lot, yes? You with the couriers guild?
Well, I deliver papers. I don't write
yes. You're
papers.
going to be really good at writing it down, too, I believe. Thank you very much, Larry. I do appreciate that. Oh, my goodness. All right, I have a lot to get done. Otherwise, I would handle it myself. Thank you so much, seriously. Thank you. All right. Well, let's find this crystal.
I just got turned into escaping the
Anything. Evil. You see, now that's how you properly use your position as the Alchemist Guild leader.
Well, in truth, I'm bad at it, and I feel guilty. Yes, if I could use your help, I'd appreciate that as well. Also, if you've seen Vesper was supposed to help look at some of the magical workings of the gem as well, seeing as though they're an enchanter.
Vesper? I have actually. I talked to them this morning.
Good. If they're still around, they can definitely lend a hand. If not, well, I suppose just gonna be me and you, Isabel.
Okay.
We'll figure it out.
I will say.
Somebody say Fizwick?
I didn't have to do paperwork.
I think somebody said the Fizwick. I don't know. I can't tell.
Excellent. Did someone say Fizwick? Let me hear.
I heard Fizwick.
Yes.
Ugh, I don't want to go back up there. That fucking portal makes me queasy.
Makes you sick, huh?
I don't like portals.
Yeah, I'm still getting used to it too. But yeah, those gems. Most of the things actually out there, there's a bunch of clams, and we've just been getting pearls out of those. So a lot of things that when I've been going out there, I've been giving Yalsh that.
Yes, mostly just someone making sure Remy found me, and it's a good thing she did.
Understand.
All right. Now, where is this crystal?
Over here. Just
Let's see.
Now, I will admit, I don't know exactly which building it is. However, I have a very large hunch as to which one it is, considering it's in my general vicinity at all times.
So you just kind of see it in the peripheral all the time. That I understand.
Yes.
It's like the lack of guardrails up on our observatory. It's in our peripheral all the time, so we always know not to step over
It's yeah, the lack of guardrails, which is, you know, the construction god OSHA is definitely not pleased with us.
That's the second time I've heard someone mention that. What is OSHA exactly?
I don't know, but somebody mentioned it, so now I'm mentioning it.
Oh, I see. It's true. If it's by OSHA, ocean, it's by the ocean. Suppose that makes sense.
I mean, that's what I get.
Probably.
Makes sense to me.
Let's see here.
Yeah,
at this point, I'm just
In
going
either
to
case, I
check
suppose
if it's
OSHA
in
would be very
here.
upset.
Yep.
Don't want things falling into the ocean. Oh. Interesting.
I assume it's some sort of like potato peeler or something. That's what it looks like, anyways. Kind of.
Why the crystal? Why the crystal? Potato? Very
I
strange.
don't know.
Do we know who's here?
I believe this is just the kitchen. To be honest with you, I think probably JoJo.
Hatched kitchen. Maybe. In either case, I suppose.
Maybe it doesn't dull. Maybe that's why it's.
It's a possibility. Maybe it enchants the food. I don't know.
True. What were you saying, Isabel?
Maybe it's maybe it just doesn't dull. Maybe that's probably the reason why.
Yeah. We'll take a look at it and see if there's anything magical involved with it. In either case, I suppose.
Well,
if that's the only thing. So you're saying there's more crystals like that around town?
Yes. Speaking of which, I'm gonna kill two fucking I don't know, Rathaloses with one bolter shot. This way.
You say many words that I have no idea what the meaning of them are.
It's fine. I'm full of those. It's okay.
No worries.
Right. So, just like the knife, the hammer that I've taken to using for the most part, is now this. So.
Well, seeing as it's a hammer you use, I definitely won't take a sample. But
Well, no, that's the thing. I don't use it anymore because I don't know what it does.
Oh. So then, is it alright if I? Well, do you know if the artificer uses this?
I believe so. However, I would feel more comfortable having, you know, a hammer that, you know, is magic or some sort that I don't know what does in my forge and know what it does in my forge as opposed to not.
So you're saying if taken to examine, he'll be made aware.
I will tell
simply
him,
don't want
yes.
to take something from someone if they're using it.
They're not using it right now. I
And in
will
that
tell them.
case- Oh, it's kind of
But yeah.
heavy. Kind of hefty. Oh, yep, there you go. Yes, please. I have a lot in my sack already.
Besides that, you said you were looking for Sigild's arm, right?
Yes.
All right. Follow me.
Okay.
Yep. Nowadays,
I'd like to be able to get it. If I could do it today, I'd like to be able to finish them up, but I don't know if I can.
I don't know. You probably have to talk to him about the whole specifics on the thing. But the outside's ready, and some of the more mechanics is ready. So. There we go.
Oh, all right. Let me take a look
Careful
at this
now.
thing. Ooh, very nice craftsmanship. I like the little touch of the embroideries on there. Restoration's brilliant.
It's a beautiful prosthesis. It's honestly compliments to whoever craftsman made such a beautiful fucking arm.
I agree. Now all that's left is to see if we can get the magic working back in this thing. I did speak with him a bit. Apparently, he utilizes the magic of music, so it might actually be a bit more prudent to grab. Her name's Cadence, yes?
Yeah, the red-haired one with the bladed guitar. You can also ask Ordenfolio.
Shoot, I was actually. True, him as well. Yes, is he around? I haven't seen him in some
I'm pretty
time.
sure I saw him by the market stall as we came back over here.
Ah, all right. Well, I suppose that's our next step then. I appreciate that, Red. Thank you very much.
No problem. I'm not good at the
Right.
magic mumbo jumbo, but if you need anything to fucking smash things together, I can do that for you.
Oh, please, it's smashing together. Again, I was just complimenting the artistry of your work. You sell yourself short, friend.
I did not make that, thank you very much. I didn't craft it. I simply restored it to what it was before.
Fair enough. Well, I happen to know somebody who made a very, very nice sapphire necklace for me with a little snowflake embroidery. I wonder who did that craftsmanship.
I have no idea. Didn't know we had a jeweler
who could've
around
done
here.
that?
I have no idea. Can't be me. I'm the local metalsmith.
Right.
The guy with the dump truck, who's
Well,
apparently very intimidating,
yeah?
according to Saya.
I see. Interesting.
Maybe
Well,
not the dump truck part. That was Anton.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
No, he would know.
He would know.
He's worked with large pieces of stone. All right.
What does that mean?
All
Why
right,
is it
well,
because I'm as
I
hard as a rock?
appreciate
Is
I
that why
appreciate whoever
Fizwick?
made this for me.
Yeah, Fizwick. Yeah, is there something you want to say to me, old man?
You're good. I was Thank you for making my necklace. Thank you.
You're welcome, Fizwick. That is a badger.
There's always been there. It's several creatures. Did they come out of the ocean?
You know what?
I did
Maybe.
not see any of these animals in the. I didn't see any of these animals in the ocean.
Hello there.
Well,
Hello,
that's a
small
beaver. They're
creatures.
aquatic by nature. I just didn't know they stayed by the sea.
Hold on. I think I got this.
Feel free.
It's down.
Go ahead. Yeah,
I'm gonna
I'll keep watch
speak
on
with
this.
animals. Hey there, little fellas. How are y'all doing?
What do you want?
Oh, just seeing where y'all came from. That's all. I didn't see y'all come out of the ocean.
Oh, look, a pumpkin. Hi, Tomato.
I do not know.
Well, you're in Sundial. I mean, if you want, there's like, you could probably take
What
some
is
food.
this place?
Well, this is a town, where you're probably stuck here, probably forever, but hey, it's a chill town, it's a lot of open area for you. Yes.
No. Quiet.
Oh, if you're hungry, I do recommend. You're leaving? Alright, see y'all later.
Right. Well, good luck with that, Fizwick, and, if you need
Yes,
something
take care,
crafted or just
friend.
need help with something, I'm always free, for the most part.
Thank you. Pick that up. What did they have to say?
Beaver, a raccoon, and a badger.
They're very confused where they are.
Hello,
I'm worried
Sandhawk.
the platypus idea might actually come true. Hello.
I just,
This
finished,
doesn't really help to Oh, go on. Sorry for
Nah, I
interrupting.
just finished my business right now with Fizwick and him, so I'm free now. So
I see. That's good. Right. Come over here for just a moment.
ah yes, taking me into the back alleyway. Definitely not suspicious or anything.
No, nothing like that. I'm just moving away from conversation. I wanted to let you know that me and Liza came to the conclusion that you are going to be officially squired into the order.
Just like that.
Essentially, yes. We can't really do things like how we did back home, I'm afraid.
I mean, great, but to be honest with you, I thought there would have been like some sort of like, grilling or interview to at least, what's the word? I guess keep my virtues in check or whatever the fuck.
That's what actually I was about to go over now. Was that as a squire, we are going to have to ask you to follow a few tenets. We have 5 of them. These, can't remember them off the top of my head right now. Peace, justice, vitality, which you already embody very well.
Yeah. Anton never really
integrity.
knows that, apparently.
Yes. And the last one being, I think it was honor. I'm having a bit of a hard time remembering them off the top of my head. But we can discuss that more later. It's a bit impromptu, but I'll be sure to have a discussion with you further about this. I have other things I need to attend to, though. But keep these 5 virtues in mind as a squire, and you'll be fine. As for who you would be squire to, we haven't really determined yet. Really, you could just follow along with me on expeditions or things like that, but we're not going to force you to do anything. I know that you're running your own guild and such.
Understandable.
So you can make an exception about that.
Correction, I don't have a guild. I am Forge Master in pretty much this title alone. I don't have any power. The Seaside Forge is realistically just a group of people that like to smack metal for a living, or to create works of art and all that. I just so happen to be the representative. So, however, I will say, when it comes down to it, I will put my work as a smith first, simply because someone needs to do it and it needs to get done. If I can't craft the tools that other people need, then they can't get their job done. Oh. Fuck! He's dead! He's fucking dead! No! Oh, good God, he's fucking dead! No one will ever believe. There is no evidence. No one shall ever know.
Sorry, I seem to have had some Fae magic trickery happen to me.
I can't believe you died anyways.
As I was saying, though, we will not ask you to put us before whatever your interests are. All we ask is that if you are to be recognized as a member of the Defender's Order, that you simply follow the virtues. And we'll have more of a more proper discussion about it at another point.
Alright, yeah, I can do that. I will admit to you, depending on what they are, they might clash with the values that I already hold as a former guild knight, but we'll see. Although then again, that title was shed by the fact that I can no longer go there, and so, well, matters not, I suppose, at this point.
Mainly, just to summarize, it's mainly we never act aggressively, we always act in defense. And we try to resolve situations as peacefully as possible.
Alright, I suppose I could do that. Shouldn't be too hard. It's not different from being a hunter. Quite different from being a guild knight. I suppose I should tell you my previous existence, my previous knighthood, I suppose. And I suppose we'll go from there. I don't know if I've explained it to you already, actually. I should probably ask that.
I'm not sure I've ever heard of it.
Fair. So, I was, what you would call a guild knight. Basically, so, you know how I told you I'm a monster hunter and a blacksmith by trade, correct?
I heard about the monster hunter and the blacksmithing part, yes.
Metalsmithing, but yeah. So, as a hunter, we are significantly more powerful and more well-equipped and just, I don't want to say better, but we're just kind of like, we're a danger to regular folk if we don't follow the values of the guild itself, right? And so there are many of those. There are poachers, there are miscreants, there are bandits, hunters that go off the rails because for whatever reason, which I mean, whatever reason they want to, they do it, whatever. So Guild Knight is taken from the best of the best of those hunters, and we are basically everything we've learned, up to that point about being a hunter, is kind of beaten out of us, but also not really. It's a very grueling training process, but basically, we are no longer specialized in killing monsters or hunting monsters. We are now specialized in hunting the hunters.
I see.
We are sent out to deal with those hunters who have abandoned their path and the morals of the guild. I'm a glorified murderer, basically. So.
There is a place for you, actually, within the order. We have a rank that you may have seen Vance earlier. He's referred to as a Nightbreaker. And these are individuals that when push comes to shove, and we need to deal with enemy factions, there's a Nightbreaker there that is armed to kill. Other knights. Or individuals.
Alright. Yeah.
But that does fit within the scope of our order, so I don't think there's anything to worry about on that part.
Alright. Understandable then.
I just realized I left my sword back at the guild house.
It's fine.
I need to go
it's not like you're gonna need it here anyways. You can just fist people to death. Or to unconsciousness, I suppose, in your case.
That is my speciality.
Yeah, you're really good at fisting people. I would know.
Thank you.
First-hand experience.
Yes. Thank you for taking the time to talk. I need to go speak with Adagio about something, but I'll talk to you at another point.
Understandable. This is gonna be the beginning of an interesting relationship between us, I suppose, with the defenders and all that. Good luck with your talks, Sir Hot.
I hope not. Thank you.
Sir Lawrence. Hello there. What brings you to the forge? I'm walking here.
Paperwork.
Understandable. What is this for, Sir Lawrence?
You know, the guild.
The guild thing. No. My apologies. I must have misspoke or something. I meant to say, mark me down for the community service. The Forge is not a guild in and of itself. We're just a collective of people that smack metal. No guild here. My apologies for wasting your time, sir.
No, it's fine. So long as you're not viewing yourself as a guild, then you need to register.
If our status as a group of miscreants that smack metals, you'll be the first to know if it changes.
No, it's perfectly fine. You're within your legal right to not be not be recognized as a guild. Please don't, from this point forward, ever mention that you're a guild ever. You can still, of course, meet with the other groups. That's not anything related with that.
Yep.
But to use the term guild legally, you do need to register. But because you're not, I will not force you to.
Yo, what's going
Understandable.
on here, yo?
So
What's good,
no
yo?
community service.
Yo, looks like
What's
they're doing
happening here, yo?
business, yo.
Perfect.
Yeah, we
shouldn't be interrupting your important
Let me fix my eyes
yeah,
real
sorry
quick.
for interrupting your important business. Look at this
It's
strength,
just
yo. Catch you later.
those two lemons.
Come on, we should be interacting with those scoopies anymore than necessary, yo.
I believe those lemons did damage the crops at the farm. I believe that somebody should hold them accountable.
Probably. But yeah, it's
We should probably contact the defenders about that. Anyway,
Probably.
but yes, since you're not using the term guild in anything, not in your name or on any papers, you don't need to sign anything, and there will be no court mandated community service. So, congratulations.
Well, it's how it be sometimes. But yeah,
Enjoy.
this is Seaside's Forge. So, if you have any, as I said, you have anything crafted, found, I'm usually free. So, have a good one, so long. Whenever with whatever you're working on. Ah, there goes John flying again.
I'm going to be resting for the night. I was about to go sit at the forge and go recharge, but if you want me here, I can be here.
No, you can take care of the forge for a little bit. Whenever the forge is taken care of, just come join me.
No, I was going to go power down at the forge.
You probably rest, to be honest. You both have been working very hard. So, you both deserve some rest, huh?
Of course. Indeed. I will join you. It's probably not good if I end up getting a flesh body and then I start sitting outside and...
I will let you both in on a little secret. And afterwards, I'm gonna get out of your hair. Just to let you know, in about 2 days' time, the forest will probably be open, and a couple of expeditions are being planned to head out. If you two would like to join,
We have already been told.
You have? All right then. I'd make my leave. Have a good time, you two. Yep.
If they open the forest, I want to go in.
That would be correct. Yeah. If you want to go ahead, then sure. 2 days from now. So, besides that, I ain't got anything else. Have a good sleep, you two. Perfect. Hello.
Yeah, this room is still fucked, which is why everyone just goes to spawn. I know you can't.
I was here because I can be, but it's time.
Oh, gotcha.
It's time, my guy.
Well, as you can see, this is the lovely. This is the duck.
Damn, bro, kind of hot. However, it is time to be French.
It's still great though.
The French are here.
That is right, my friend. The Frenchmen have arrived.
I'm going to drop kick you with my giant fucking feet.
Fuck you! I am too French for that.
Don't make me use the anti-baguette. Okay, he's gone.
What do you mean? I'm right here.
Oh, he's still there. Don't make me use the anti-baguette.
You wouldn't dare. Such a weapon was outlawed eons ago.
I fucking will, and you know what to do? You will become savages like you do in the Civil Wars. That's true historic fact right there.
I'm going to turn you into a galash.
Bro, man, you couldn't even touch me. I'm a giant warforge, I think.
Boop. I go. Where the fucking am I? What the shit? Oh, fuck. Never mind, the fresh has to wait.
Just the time. I taught people new things today, which is great. This character. No, I'm playing a character who cannot speak common, and so I had to teach them how to say "you are." And it is great. People's first reactions were like, "Hey, I'm going to cast comprehensive languages so I can understand you," and I'm like, "Haha, it doesn't work. No way, Jose." Because then I don't have a gimmick thing. But yeah, it was fun.
Nice.
Things were wrapping up, and I was mostly running around. So I'm like, I'll cut it a bit early and wait for people to come in. I guess,
You're using your do you have like a language, right?
Oh, I am using a real language to do this. Yes. I used to be a lot more involved in a community called Tokipona, which is the language. It is a really easy language to learn, which is why I've chosen it. Perfect. This is the hook for the language, right? It only has 120 words, so that's how easy it is.
Where am I? Oh, there I am.
I'm looking for a little mouse. Anyone seen her?
She exploded.
Only a big mouse.
I have no idea, to be honest.
The grave. Where is that grave cleric? I need to commune with her real quick.
I have no idea, but I'm gonna go be French. Have a nice day. Where the fuck am I? Quite interesting. I have not been down like this. That is the forge? A forge? Ha ha ha! Let me take a look.
That way we have a good cycle and circulation of different crops, different produce goods.
Interesting. Hello there. Seems familiar. Why is that? I am the stereotypical Frenchman. Very shitty French accent. Oh? Sir Graces! I did not expect to see a familiar face in this place.
Good day to you. I see you found your way back.
Oh, back? Graces, where the hell are we? I see a lot of familiar faces. Did you all...
New sundial.
New sundial? What happened to old sundial?
It just kinda went up and poofed, and then we were here, you know.
I assume it was a bit of Fae trickery.
Something like that. Also, that rock is watching you.
It wouldn't be the first time. I have that effect on rocks, trust me.
True.
The rock looks super wet. A little bit too wet. Almost crumbling.
My friend, it looks like you need to be dry. Would you like a blanket? I have a lot of them inside of my pack. It is now flying. Oh shit. I do not speak rock, but I assume it probably needs some help. So... I know that water doesn't exactly play well with a lot of rocks over time. Let's get you dried off,
It nods, yes.
He's gonna take his blanket and he's gonna start fucking drying off the rock. You must have been inside of the ocean with how wet you are.
God, I hate the French.
Thank you. There we go. You should be all dry now.
If a rock could show emotion, it's very pleased.
I don't know. I don't speak rock, but I'm pretty sure it's pretty happy right about now.
Very good.
Well, it was nice to meet you, Mr. or Miss Rock, one of them. I can't speak rock, so I apologize.
I think it's called Raid.
Raid? Ray?
Dwayne.
Dwayne? Ah, it is good to meet you, Dwayne. Hello. I am Marquise, greatest explorer in all of Fae Wilds.
It just nods. With its eyes.
Well met, Dwayne. But yes, Graces. That is a bear. So you are saying this is Sundial?
Oh yes, we are quite sure it is. Just changed.
Maybe that is why I was brought here instead of old location. Interesting. Well, I do not know what magics was cast upon this place, but I will say you seem to be doing much well for yourself. The whole town does. Before it was
quite
little
nice, yes.
ramshackle, kind of shitty, not going to lie. But now is proper stone town. I appreciate very much. Reminds me of my home. Hello there, bear.
I am hungry.
That is understandable. You are in luck, my friend. I do still have 3 salmon, if you would like those.
Good.
Very well. Here you are, my friend.
Oh.
Thank you.
Of course. Have a good day.
Quite the interesting characters you have around here.
Oh yes, we do get quite a few newcomers, even though the first is closed off right now.
I see. Well, I won't take up too much of your time. I am going to go acquaint myself with the rest of the town, see what money I can make, or favors, I suppose.
Of course, of course. Here is the second level.
Oh, is there? I'll check that out. Is it over there?
There's a portal over by the tower, or behind the tavern there's a staircase behind the waterfall.
A portal? Oh, that is most convenient. Thank you, Graces. My business proposition still stands. If you ever need something taken from the Fae Wilds, I can bring it to you. Or something like that.
I will keep that in mind for when the portal opens again. We do still need quite a bit of resources since the move.
Alrighty. Sounds like a plan, my friend. I'll talk to you later, huh? Have a good one.
Have a good day.
Well, you know... Nah, it's too late now. It's probably gone. Wait, how did a beaver get here?
I see.
Or, I didn't enchant the correct part, and so on and so forth. So.
Hello there. It is good to see some familiar faces.
Hello? I have no
I recognized you, not the rest of you. I am Marquise, greatest trader in all of Fae Wilds. You probably haven't heard of me, simply because I did not appear on Sundial before whatever the hell happened here too much. I remember you, because you are constantly burning everything around you. Or not, but you're on fire, so close enough.
Not wrong.
Anyways, do not let me interrupt. Have a good day.
What the fuck was that?
The name's Marquise, you better remember it. Portal, one that works, nice. Very nice. Very nice indeed. It would seem the town itself is not only what got some upgrades. Interesting. Oh, is this what has happened to the bass house? Yeah, I think. Supposedly it's still sundial. Interesting. Interesting indeed. Alright. Good evening. Just take a look. So there is the farm. I wonder if Mr. Bryant is around. Oh, there's some large chickens. What's the fuck? Interesting. Not the weirdest thing I've seen. Interesting. Alright. Well. Whoa. Careful, madame. You almost ran into me. Jeez, the people nowadays. Let's see. Why did I press that button? Fucking controller. Stop being that way. Alright. Haha. Well, it would seem I came at bad time. There's not a lot of people around here. Haha. Well, that is fine, I suppose. Interesting. What the fuck was that about? What the hell? Who the fuck just jumps off the cliff? There's a fucking portal. I know what to do. Perfect. Hello, Zarantan. How have you been, my friend?
Oh my. I've been good.
Christ.
Oh my god.
I don't know if you ever saw him.
So much
but
shit's going on.
This is not a new character.
No, I didn't.
He is not new.
Oh god.
Well, he's relatively
Jesus.
new, but he's been here before. In the old sundial.
Oh no.
Oh,
He
it is
seems like a
I.
fucking menace.
It is I, Marquis' greatest trader in all of Fae Wilds.
The great council of ASOS in the land of long
I fucking love
Amazing.
doing that because
Oh, shit.
it's so out of place
Over the
and
top.
shitty. Fucking, I fucking love it. It's great.
Nice.
I am French. My defining character trait is I am French.
Oh god, kill him now.
Whoa, the drip is real.
Nice fit.
Nice fit. Nice fit.
Forgive me as I sit here and try to untangle all of my fucking wires. Good lord.
Fair.
Yo, color change, bro.
Ah.
Yo, sick, bro. Wow. Yeah, one of you has to change. Tiny.
The guild is real, finally. After putting it off for all this time. Let's go.
There's probably never gonna be like a forge, like blacksmith, metalsmith guild, because fucking we just kind of exist in the same vicinity and smack each other, or smack metal with each other.
Right. Mm-hmm.
I was thinking of naming the if we ever did form a guild, to call the rename it from the Seaside Forge to Seaside Metalworks. So, hello.
Nice.
Session's over. I don't care.
Tom.
What?
I spent the majority of session just being mute.
That's
Were you talking shit
very
behind everyone's
nice. I hope you had fun being mute.
I had a book.
I spent
Nice.
10 minutes being French. It's obviously equal in quality.
Just fucking cursed.
I spent the
It does not sound
majority.
like French.
I know. But everybody's able to tell, somehow, despite the fact that it's a very bad accent.
I want to say something to the both of you. I am so sorry that the meeting took like an hour long. I am so sorry.
No, stop.
I spent the majority of my session sitting. You're fine.
One more.